naked. Told everyone I'm a bitch, so I became it. Always had to put yourself above me. I was into you, but I'm over it now. And I always try to be nice, but nothing's getting through, so let me spell it out. A, B, C, D, E, F. You and your mom and your sister and your job and your Craigslist couch and the way your voice.
Patrick was actually working on a new intro. That's a special one for you and for you only.
A special one for me. Ooh.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the FU Podcast. This is episode 136, August 10th, 2022.
Yay, thank you for tuning in. We do appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As y'all can tell, we're kind of missing somebody.
We're one short, no pun intended.
And literally for the last 5 minutes, Andy's like, I don't know how Patrick sits in this chair.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but I got it. I'm working it out. For just to let y'all know out there, Patrick went to the ER this evening. So far, we think he's all right. It was just a high blood pressure issue. So no one panic until it's actually time to panic. Just keep him in your thoughts and prayers and whatnot. And we're giving him a big shout out right now for sure, because as always, we are always in his corner.
Definitely.
Sure.
And this literally just happened 30 minutes ago. So we were kind of on the fence on like whether to cancel the show and, that sort of thing. And, it's just, it's just a whole bunch of shit happened all at once.
Yep. That's
it's life.
Life does that on a pretty regular basis.
And so since Patrick's not here, we can't talk about the weather.
I mean, we can't.
In his honor, we'll talk about the weather.
As you see, here it is. Look outside. It's fucking raining.
I know. Where the hell did this come from? And I checked the weather map or whatever, and it's like all over. It's not just like a little isolated thing.
It's, it's funny to say like, hey, 90s is nice weather, but it's going to be in 90s for the next 2 to 3 days before it goes back into triple digits. Today looked like the last chance of rain we had, which it bumped up to 50% because obviously rain was here and we had some. And
dude, it seemed to last like 5 minutes, and then it was like kind of.
Did you get some rain yesterday or no?
Did I?
Here,
I don't think so.
We got some yesterday, a bit of a sprinkle. We got more today at the house. Got quite a bit actually.
Actually, when I was in Arlington, I literally was walking out, and I looked over, and it was like lightning all over, and I was like, "Well, shit! Thank God I got in my car before it unleashed."
I got it on the way here.
Uh-huh.
It was raining pretty hard. Rained pretty hard at the house when I got in the car and shit. But yesterday was enough, just enough to piss us off,
right? Just enough to make the humidity 8,000%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that reminds me, because I took the boat over to my parents' house yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and of course I had to, because the Bimini top, it sits so high that like literally it'll take out all the trees if I park it if I go through their driveway. Yep. So I had to fold the top down, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, God, like I'm outside for like 10 minutes, and
it
felt like I was in a sauna. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I confess, I got the kids out, took off my shirt, and went running through what I thought was rain, and it just being sprinkles and shit. I was
you were like a kid again?
I was thoroughly fucking disappointed. It's like fucking rain.
Your rain dance did not work, sir.
No, it fucking didn't. I went out there, and somebody tried to record me.
Oh, did they?
Out there, yeah.
Who, Lindsay?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't quick.
Hey, what's up? Speaking of Lindsay, what's up, Byrony? Thank y'all for
forbidden to post the video.
Oh, she what?
She's forbidden to post the video. But I shouldn't say that out loud.
Because now she's gonna post it. Yeah, post it on the show page.
Excuse me, I'm forbidden. She's like, I do what I want.
I do what I want, mofo.
Man, I'm missing a bottle opener right now.
Oh, you need a bottle right here?
Oh, hey, it's over there. Cool.
We got one like in every corner.
That's what I was like.
One over there too.
I figured there was one here, but
I got a bottle cap.
Hey,
no bottle.
No bottle though. Oh man. So.
Oh man. This has been a crazy week, and it's only Wednesday.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
I'm been running and gunning since Sunday.
Yeah, what's been going on with you?
I had the leadership summit this weekend.
Yeah, I saw you post some guy speaking or whatever.
Jocko Willikins. He's right up in there with the Rogan podcast and stuff. He does self-defense classes, and he's a motivational speaker, a former Navy SEAL.
Oh, that's cool.
owns the presentation around extreme leadership.
Yeah, I was wondering because I saw the post and I was like, I had no context, so like I didn't know. So I was like, yeah, I'll just ask him when he's on the podcast.
Yeah, you got really like YouTube it, but
Uh-huh.
it's you know how it is. A lot of what we talk about with that leadership, it's not just a job and a title. It's a mentality. It's a mindset. Sometimes it has to be a way of life. You could be a janitor and still be a leader.
So let me ask you this: what are your thoughts on leaders being born and not made? Do you think that's an accurate statement, or what do you think?
I think that's an accurate statement, but depending on who their parents are. If you got a
That's
parent,
true.
if you
Your
got
environment.
if you got a parent that has that mentality to not be, or to that the parent that has the driven mentality to be a leader, they're going to try to do their best to instill that in their children too. I work on it. I'm not that great at it.
Uh-huh.
I do my best as a dad, but yeah, it's it's crazy how much you can still take the principles of leadership and war and transfer them to a life career.
Yeah.
It's a big point is cool heads always prevail. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? You get in a business deal and the wrong temperament can fuck it all up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
or even if you take something out of context or take something the wrong way or whatnot, which this actually happened to me today, honestly. So this guy, so we got kind of give you context of the story. So we, the company I work for, they got this gigantic, I think it's like 5 stories tall silo, that they're gonna put polymer, which is like plastic basically, that feeds the machine to automate the wheels and the casters and all that sort of stuff. So, long story short, we got this thing in, I think on Monday, and they reached out to me today. They're like, "Hey, we want a logo to go on this gigantic silo."
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, and
Jesus.
so I sent them the logo, right? And they're like, well, what size is it? Da 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 da. And I'm like, well, it's a vector image, so it doesn't matter on size. That's what I thought he was meaning, but no, he was asking me what size the logo needs to be to go on this fucking silo, and I'm going,
how big is the silo?
I'm like, I'm at home. I don't have a fucking tape measure.
Let me drive on up to the silo.
Right, just so I can measure this shit. I was like, you can give me the dimensions and I can do some, fucking rudimentary math to try to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
But I guarantee it's probably not going to be accurate.
Let me run out back and hop in the heli real fast. We'll just get on over there and we'll get some specs for you right now.
Hey, Patrick, glad you could join. He says, watch your mouth, dumbass. See, even from the hospital, he still talks shit.
I'm not sure but I'm not sure what I need to watch my mouth on in that one.
I don't know either.
Damn it! Now I'm gonna have to rewind and shit. He must have been watching from the beginning or something.
Might have. He just didn't comment till now.
Yeah. Had to sprinkle some salt in somewhere.
Yeah, he did.
I know.
He's over there in the bed going, "Fuck you, motherfuckers."
Patrick, you need to calm down and you need to cut salt out of your diet. You can no more Wingstop fries, brother.
Oh,
them shits is salty. They got sugar on them, I know, but they salty too.
Yep.
Man, oh man. But where
you're talking about leadership. You're talking about the guy. You were talking about leadership, how it transcends into business and stuff like that. It's
what that was this weekend was Caliber's leadership conference, basically.
Where was that at?
The Star.
Ford Center. Here locally. Okay.
Yeah, and it was, which is local for me, but they, whoever puts this together, bless their damn heart, because they have to coordinate over 2,000 freaking flights. When we were,
oh shit,
when we, well, I say 2,000 flights. I need to realize some of that's DFW. So, but we're only talking a few hundred out of that 2,000. But when we did this, I didn't get to go, but when we did this back in 2018, maybe 19, before COVID really hit, we only took up to the 40-yard line. Like if you're at an end zone, I'm not talking about the opposite end zone. I'm talking about from an end zone to the 40-yard line. So
right.
What is that? That's only 40 yards. That's only, well, do the math. It's
actually 60 yards, I think. Yeah.
15.
It's 15 yards, I think, is the end zone. So 15 plus 40 is 55.
Well, their stage covered the end zone, so you're talking from the goal line up.
Gotcha.
So there was only, we only made the 40-yard line with the group of leaders that we had. Now we are almost all the way down at the other end zone. So
that just goes to show like how big they've gotten.
Calibers, they're on. hesitate to say the name, but they're on the upswing, man, and they are past getting started, and they're still on the upswing. It's freaking crazy. They have multiple lines of business now between Auto Glass, Caliber Auto Care, ProTech, and then of course Caliber Collision. And
what are the different facets? What is the ProTech? What is that?
ProTech's going to be like your mobile mechanics and electronics. Resetting your ADAS, which is safety systems. Scanning those, diagnosing those.
Who do I need to go to take my speed limiter off? To recalibrate and get rid of that.
I would not recommend Caliber for that right now.
Why is that?
Just because we don't do that kind of thing. We're above the line, okay? I'm sure there may be somebody that. Never mind.
Yes. Well, I thought I had found somebody and paid them, and they did the stage 2 tune, but they couldn't figure out how to turn the damn, because it's a separate menu, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, you bought that German Mercedes, bro. They Ashton Wutschen.
Well, that was the funny thing he said. He said it was all in German. So when he got to the speed limiter and all that stuff, he said it was all in German. So he had to take out his Google Translate like on his phone. And like the image translate in order to figure out what the hell it said.
I maybe be able to find somebody outside of ProTech. I'm not sure.
Man, I was like literally going the other day, and I was in 5th gear, still had 2 more gears, and I hit 133, and I was like,
"Hey, I'm sorry. Sorry that hurts.
Sucks."
I mean,
and the car's literally like, I can't shift gears because it got no.
Well, you know what? Probably like somebody put like a chip in there to read that it's Devin driving.
Slow that motherfucker down.
Chill Devin out, man.
Hey, Kayla, welcome.
But yeah, like this year, with one of our DRP partners and our repair partners, which is basically an insurance company. But this year, as of last month, we are $1.1 billion just from one insurance company right now. So.
Damn.
Yeah, we're taking over the world, man. It's pretty crazy. It's really.
And how old is the company? It's not even really that old.
I want to say 98.
God, that's amazing.
I want to say 98, and it was. You got to understand, like we started with. Oh man, you're gonna get me quoting wrong things. Super small amount of stores.
Yeah. And
then they went from. I mean, dude, when I started in 2014, I remember getting our 500 shirt.
And 500 stores?
Yeah, 500 stores across the U.S. And then we merged with Abra in 2019, and we went from 600 because we made it to 600 centers, like 620 or something, and we went from that to like 1,100 overnight. And we just passed. We're right on the verge of 1,600 locations, and that's not including the auto care places.
Wow.
So
did they not include the auto care places into that?
Auto care is mostly in Texas. We are not big in the other markets as far as that. So we've got mechanical covered, we've got collision covered, we've got glass covered, and then we got mobile mechanic and safety systems covered. So yeah, we're about. Oh, and I believe, if I'm correct, and I know it's not a Fortune 5, but yeah, we're in the Fortune 500 now. So
that's awesome.
It's been an exciting ride. Yeah, we are making and breaking other companies.
So what do you think is the secret sauce that like separates them and like how they were so successful?
I can tell you right now,
without obviously giving away,
I can tell you right now the secret sauce too, and they use that exact phrase.
Do they? Business talk.
Apparently, just recently. They were, our CEO was up there talking about it, and they were actually talking to a professional business analyst, and it's one of those like business analyst groups that you go to and they push you and challenge you and whatnot. And he asked the group, and he's like, what is it that makes your business, whatnot? And
what separates you, different?
And our CEO flat out told him culture. Our people call our culture.
That's funny you mentioned that, because that was one of the main reasons why I chose the company that's way far away.
Get ready for this. The dude laughed at him. The professor, I forget, the professor of business or something laughed at him. but not like laughed him off because
Right.
everybody in this room is not just a laughable person. These are real fucking CEOs. This isn't like, well, I'm trying to be a CEO and I got like a couple $1 million. These are big CEOs and higher up people. And he kind of smiled it off. He's like, okay, culture, because he hears that. You hear that from companies all the time. Well, apparently, I don't know where they took him or what area he spent. He explained it, and I'm going to get messed up quoting it, but by the time he was done spending whatever time he had around Caliber, he got in front of the group and he's like, when he said culture, I did smile. He goes, but this is one of the companies I've been to where that's literally what's making the difference is their culture. And so
what about the culture? What aspect of the culture? Because culture is a very ambiguous type of term. It could be
it's
all encompassing.
It's investing in your people.
Okay, there you go.
So the big thing is and you can look this phrase up. This is not coined by me. I don't know who this was coined by, but culture eats strategy for breakfast. You can have a good strategy, but without the culture to carry out that strategy, ain't shit.
Well, a perfect example of that was when Ron Johnson came from Apple to JCPenney. He had all these wonderful ideas and all this execution and strategy, and he was going to basically revolutionize the whole industry, and he was going to put stores inside of stores and basically make it a town shopping center inside of the JCPenney, which great in idea and stuff like that, but he didn't have the culture. He didn't have the people behind him to support him and to make it come to light. And I mean, obviously, it failed. And then, of course, the Martha Stewart lawsuit happened, and it was just it was one thing after another thing, compounded by another thing, and it was just then Macy's got involved, and it was just
I can give you another example where culture was a good example of where culture disappeared. Fucking 90s Cowboys with Jimmy Johnson left.
Right?
Culture fucking walked out the door.
It did.
It's Jerry with the strategy, and this is going to be our year after year for 26 years. But that it's true. Culture went out the fucking door with Jimmy Johnson. Unfortunately, it could have come back with Parcells. He's not. I'm not saying Parcells is a close the book coach.
Yeah,
but it could have come back with Parcells, but Parcells probably couldn't deal with Jerry's fucking ego.
And that's the problem. Because at least when Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones, two big egos that are just but
Jerry's busy taking care of the wrong people, writing the checks to the wrong fucking players.
Right.
And big checks too.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a whole nother thing.
But that's Texas in general. Look at the Rangers when they got, I hate to say it, Kayla, A-Rod.
Fuck A-Rod, dude.
He didn't do a damn thing here.
Fuck that.
Now he went on elsewhere and did.
I don't give a shit. I don't like that guy.
My thing is why not have performance-based pay and bonuses structures and stuff like that? Because I feel like all these sports programs and stuff have just gotten burned left and right.
Well, so I will say that if you're in a customer service business, which that's an absolute phrase for our company, is make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the customer service business. We just happen to fix cars.
Right.
When it comes to the customer service business, it can be a little easier to get your culture to your customers. So our purpose, our driven statement is restoring you to the rhythm of your life. That's Caliber's purpose. Okay. When it comes to our customers, the thing is, it also comes with our customers internally, our teammates. What do we need to do to keep them on the rhythm of their lives and maintain that leader mentality? And when that leader mentality comes into all the people in the shop, it then extends onto your customers. So that's what I mean by culture, especially in the customer service business. Because if you got poor culture in the shop, you have poor attitude. Poor attitude bleeds onto a customer, especially if that customer gets lippy that day and that employee has been through a shitty day and you as a leader did not grab them to the side and, hey, what can we do to fix this? That's that more likely when that customer does get upset that your employee is going to say something wrong. They're going to say something because they're upset. They're going to say something because their day sucked or whatnot. So that's what I mean. Culture is what, especially in the customer service business, is what drives success. It's what drives success. So that's what I mean by culture. Now, there's outside of that, there's other businesses that can use culture, but at the same time, from the strategy I'm talking about, I don't know if that's going to work because I'm not in those corporate structures.
So Kayla says, without A1 customer service, company cannot survive. Her company is 7.9 billion, all with customer focus, 100%. She says they have their company motto, Cody, which is customer focus, ownership, teamwork, innovation, and energy. That's pretty cool. Trust me, I've worked for enough corporate companies and some that drink the Kool-Aid and
Mhm.
and all that sort of.
Well, you have to have true buy-in. You
Yeah.
can scream culture till you're fucking red in the face, and you can have all your values, and you can have all this great stuff that we plan. But if you don't actually drive that into the people,
Right.
it's fucking words on paper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. But yeah, it success or leadership drives success. Success drives money and business,
Sales.
and sales. And next thing you know, we're taking over the fucking world.
Word.
I mean, y'all drive around the DFW and tell me how many fucking caliber signs you see.
Oh, I know. They're everywhere.
Can we say saturation?
Oversaturating the market.
But yeah, so when we say that we really want to be the neighborhood name, like the household name for neighborhood repairs and shit, and the go-to, we don't want it to be like we don't want the insurance company that you go to be like, well, we have A, B, and C, and then there's Caliber. We want the customer to be like, you know what? Do you have Caliber on your network? I want to go with them. That's that's our end game.
Well, I mean, I told you the story with the Mercedes, right? I was like, okay, I got rear-ended or whatever, which ironically was by Wyatt, who was on the show, which coincidentally I didn't realize until after.
Awesome. Hey, by the way, man.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I know where I know you from. As ironic as the other day I found his insurance card that he
y'all
gave me.
Forgot that y'all got in a fucking wreck. What the fuck, man?
Dude, it was dark, and I was just like, I was on my way to, I forget, to pick up something or whatever. And so, like, I was on a mission, and then fucking boom, I got nailed, and I'm
That's
just like,
fucking hilarious, dude. That's great. That's greatness right there. I'm happy I heard that story. That's forgot who ran into you. Jesus Christ, man. I thought my short term.
I know, right?
I feel like I would remember that.
Right? And it was funny because when he stepped out of the car, he was like, oh, fuck, a Mercedes. And he saw the AMG. He was like, this is going to be fucking expensive. I was like, yeah, you ain't lying.
There go my fucking premium.
Yeah, so anyway, long story short, I originally took it to a Park Place because I was like, hey, it's Park Place, everybody, especially when the high-end cars and stuff, everybody knows Park Place. Well, they did me wrong so many, and it's Avondale Park Place, so let me not bash all Park Places. It's the Avondale particular branch in Grapevine. And dude, so you remember my car caught on fire, right?
Yeah, now that I do remember.
So
he remembers his car catching on fire.
Yeah,
the people who hit him.
Yeah, I remember that one. Trust me, I was like out in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, "Do I drive it? What do I fucking do?" So anyway,
great.
I knew that the car had to go to them anyway because of the engine issue with catching on fire or whatever. And then so add insult to injury, the fucking rear end. So I'm like, well, I'll just take the car in and get a whole fucking brand new car by the time I get out of this thing, right? And so anyway, they did such a shitty job, like with the car, that I ended up calling Caliber, and I was like,
"Oh, with the fire and all that, or?"
Well, once the fire got done, it literally sat in there.
Oh, yeah.
For like over a month.
Because it was at the dealership, right?
Yeah, it was at the dealership.
Yeah, and dealerships, I'm flat out, and I'm not trying to badmouth anybody out there, because I know that's not how we get down in this industry. Well, that's not how I get down in this industry.
Yeah, and I'm not in this industry, so I'm just telling you the truth.
This industry is super small. Like, I've run into several people that I used to work with. We're talking like 8-9 years ago. But so taking your car to a dealership, they're customer service driven from a survey standpoint, depending on where you go. But there is no rush to get your vehicle in and out if it's a low dollar job. There is none.
Well, that's the thing. This was it was a high dollar job. It was like a $17,000 job.
But they're out there selling cars, so they're making money either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like $17,000 job or $130,000 car.
Okay. So you see, if you go to Lexus, Sewell, Cadillac, I've heard good things about Sewell. Excuse me, but
I've actually bought 2 cars from Sewell.
But
Ironically, both of them actually were Jeeps
So-
at a Cadillac dealer.
the customer service, I have heard good things about Sewell.
Yeah.
As far as them attempting that family-owned type feel,
Mhm.
but most dealerships, a lot of dealerships. Now, I don't know if I say most, but they will let your car fucking sit.
There's a reason why they call them stealerships.
They especially if for any reason that the insurance gives them any pushback whatsoever, they're going to let your car sit there until.
And that's exactly what happened, is because it was Wyatt's Insurance, which was State Farm, was basically nickeling and diming and denying and all this shit. And I said, you know what, fuck this. So I asked State Farm. I said, hey, is Caliber a recommended, authorized,
Yep.
whatever? And it said yes. And I was like, fucking score. And so that's when I took it to right down here in Corinth. And then of course Sean, shout out to Sean Peterson, he took care of me, and dude, their car came back, and he said he was going through the list. He's like, dude, when we picked up that car, he goes, the exhaust was gone, he goes, the rear bumper was gone, he goes, he was naming all these parts, and I go, why the fuck would they take? And I'm like,
because they took the parts off, parked your car in the back of the lot, let it sit there until they were figuring out what's going to go on, and then whatever wouldn't have gotten paid for, they would have charged you for.
yeah. And so he was able to get insurance to cover all of it, even the parts that they still had, which I probably should go up there and be like, hey, give me my fucking parts.
You can get you can get State Farm to pay,
Mhm.
but it does involve a lawyer. It usually does. When
this one
it
was-
comes
yeah,
to
I didn't-
dealerships, because
yeah.
the thing is the reason being, and that's what's driving our direct repair programs with so many different manufacturers, and that's a partnership with the insurance company. Now they can't steer you to us. They can't say, hey, but if you ask for recommendations, they'll say Caliber first, and then another network shop, and then another network shop, and then they'll be like, if they can't find anything in your area, they'll look for a mom and pop shop that's on their network. And if they can't find that, and you're like, well, I want to take it to the dealership, they can't stop you. Right. But when the dealership hits them with all those charges and the insurance denies it, at that point, you are paying for it, or you're getting a lawyer involved to get with State Farm and make them pay for it. And then you got to pay money to the lawyer. Now, yes, will you possibly get your lawyer fees covered by the insurance because of a lawsuit? Yes, there is that possibility, but it still costs you time.
Yeah.
And it costs you fucking money. And we don't always have time, if we have a 9 to 5, to fucking be in court all week over a fucking over a bumper. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about, what you're willing to go after and what you're not. If you work from home and you make fucking $500,000 a year, maybe you've got the time and money to go fucking, I want this car fixed like I want it fixed now, and this and that, and State Farm's going to pay for everything.
Yeah.
But the thing is reality, us 9 to 5ers, we don't have time to deal with that. We can't just go call the lawyer, say, okay, well, set me up for this court date, and this court date. And it's money up front, because you got to pay your lawyer first before anything happens.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? It's all about how you can approach the situation. And that's why places like Caliber, there are other companies out there. I'm not going to promote them, but I won't badmouth them either.
Kayla, you are abso-fucking-lutely right. I've dealt with Geico twice, and it was both times the worst fucking experience. Now, granted, I wasn't the carrier of Geico. The person that hit me both times,
I'm not going to comment,
was Geico.
I
know we've had this off air. We're not going to bring it on air.
I have no opinion, negative or positive, for Geico. So, all I can say is, the only thing I can say for sure is they are an insurance company.
Facts.
You can check me on that, okay?
You want to
Google
that one?
Yeah, if you guys want to fact check me, you're welcome to. I don't think I'm going to get called out on that one. That's not going to get struck from Facebook. But anyways, that's what separates my company from other companies.
Well, and so going back to what I was going to say earlier about the company I'm working for now, the reason why I chose them over the company that's literally less than a mile from my house, I could walk to.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Culture.
Oh shit. Patrick says hello. Welcome, Patrick. I'm glad you're able to text and join the show. I'm glad we can provide you some entertainment while you're in the hospital.
Yeah, buddy. Got you.
So I guess there is a perk for us.
Got you in the back of our minds and in our hearts, brother. Prayers too. I thought laws was airbag deployment, automatic total for safety range. No, no, not anymore. Just depends on the extent of damage. Usually, if you're getting hit hard enough in the front end, getting hard enough in the front end that an airbag goes off, it probably is close to totaling. But the way, like you're especially if you're driving a Tesla, so the way that Teslas are made, they're made around the battery because it's a lithium battery.
Right.
So that thing, that frame goes around that battery. The steel that's built around that battery is fucking insane. And so I've actually been in classes watching the test crashes on these. The way that they make the frame, the fender is meant to crush in, but it's meant to hit the fucking frame rail and have a glancing blow so it'll bounce off of whatever object it is. And the thing is that will trigger an airbag, but with the price of Teslas and because the frame is built around the center of the car so bad, the likelihood of it being repairable is a big possibility. But will the airbag go off on something like that? Absolutely. But yeah, airbag doesn't always constitute a total.
But she did say earlier that it was like a $28,000 bill. It was further down in our.
Well, yeah, depending on the value of the car. You
Right.
know, I mean, if you're driving a $130,000 car, that's not going to total it.
Yeah.
You know, and
Now,
I'm
does
not
that go
that
by-
we're any of us are driving that, but I'm just saying.
Well, hold on. Does that go by the actual sticker price or the value?
You got to go by what we actually paid for. I'm talking about like if you rolled off with a $130,000 car right now,
Oh, okay.
and 3 months from now you get, let's put in reality, a year from now you get in a wreck, your value is still going to be high enough that 28,000 ain't going to total it. So you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Kayla said the dealership couldn't even get my airbag light to go off. They said it's basically a salvage title without proof.
Yep.
Ashley, who works with me, she actually just got in a crazy accident. I wish you could come on air to talk about it. She said the guy that hit her isn't even talking to his insurance.
He doesn't have to. So check it out.
So yeah, what happens in that?
Let me educate you on this. So number one, the from the date of the accident report, the insurance has 15 days to at least get with you and start filing the claim. That means they have 15 days to do what they have to do to talk to the other person or not.
Here you go, Ashley. We brought you some knowledge.
So they have 15 days to at least start the claim. I'm not saying make a decision, but they have 15 days to either get a hold of their insured or get with you and start the claim. Legally, within those 15 days, and this is 15 business days, so don't count the weekends. Legally, within those 15 days, if they do not get with you on that claim, you can report them to the Texas Department of Insurance, and you're very welcome to, and I don't use the word threaten, but let them know, email the adjuster or whoever you have talked to there, saying if you do not have a decision or a claim started by whatever 15 days is from the wreck, then you will be turning them over to the Texas Department of Insurance. Now, if it's just the other day, be patient, give them a chance before you threaten this. Before you tell them this, not threaten this. But legally, after the 15 days, then they have 30 business days to make a decision whether to deny or to accept the claim. If they deny the claim, then I recommend this. I know it'll make your premiums go up, but you go to your insurance company.
Yep.
And let them know that you're getting denied a claim, and if this person hits you or whatnot, did you by chance get a police report? I mean, I know we don't usually call the cops. I'm just asking. It does help because usually the police report will ask or show who's at fault. But yeah, they have to they have, like I said, 15 days to get the claim rolling, 30 days after that to make a decision on whether they're going to deny or accept the claim. And then at that point, it's the problem is the car he hit me with isn't on the insurance, and he isn't telling my insurance or whose car he was driving. So yeah, it doesn't matter. They have 15 days they can, whatever excuse they want, tell them if they don't make a decision within 15 business days of the claim being reported, you can still report them to the Texas Department of Insurance. I would call your insurance and get advice. I would say, hey, here's what's going on. I don't want to make a claim, but I need advice from the other side because you may be able to file a claim underneath your insurance under uninsured motorist, which will also reduce your deductible in the state of Texas from whatever it is down to $250. And no, trust me. I wish I did get a report, and I'm going Karen next person who hits me. Yeah, well, you don't have to Karen. Just take pictures and make sure that you get all their information before they leave the scene, and definitely call the cops. Full Karen in Texas can be dangerous sometimes. We do carry guns here, so, and I'm not saying you don't, but that's the last thing you want to do. You don't want to escalate the situation. So definitely call the cops for sure next time. But yeah, I would go ahead and call your insurance and let them know what's going on, and see what their advice is, or if they can give you advice on that. But so make sure you're clear that you don't want to report a claim yet. Otherwise, they'll start the claim. Yes, that's a good point. Kayla brought up. But the thing is she can't. The businesses around there will only give her footage if they're nice, either without a court order or without the insurance company or a lawyer requesting
Or even
footage.
police.
They can, or the police, they can deny her all day. But yeah, if that is a good point, especially if it went
I think
to
that was
court.
one of the things that I asked Ashley in the beginning. I was like, please tell me. But she said, I think she was in a residential area. But even still, I was like, well, there's Ring doorbells and everything else.
The biggest thing that I always recommend, the first thing you should do, and I know hindsight's 2020, but the first thing you should do after you at least see if that person's going to be yelling or not, is take pictures of the entire scene, period.
You know what? So when I got this guy basically turned his wheel into my Tundra, and he was in oncoming traffic lane. So he was like, not only was he doing something illegal anyway, I was going straight and then turning left down Swisher. You know how it goes to, I think, 6 lanes, 3 on each side. Anyway, long story short, I took pictures of everything. I even took pictures of the wheel. His wheel was turned towards my vehicle.
Yep.
And Geico, which is who I was dealing with, says, well, you're still 30% at fault. I go, no, it's either he's at fault or he's not. There's no 10%, 20%, 30%. I go, it doesn't matter even if I was at 20 or 30%, still majority fault is his.
My biggest advice on that is if that starts going that way, you need to go ahead and say, okay, I will be happy to contact my attorney, and we'll go ahead and handle this in court. Now, granted, Geico's so big that they've got lawyers that'll take that on a heartbeat, but and you may still get paid out. But that's the reason those ambulance chasers and stuff exist. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, or
Right.
If you have been in a car wreck, the first thing you should do is call 911 or whatever, but then call me.
Yeah.
Well,
and here's the crazy thing. So, like, even the cops is like, I showed them the wheel, I showed them the direction of the car, the fact that he was in, oncoming traffic lane, that cars couldn't even get into the subdivision because this guy, where his car was. And then, of course, he was just acting irate and shit. And I just stayed in my truck. And I'm just like, and so the cops like basically looked at me and they said, hey, sir, you're good to leave. Like, we'll deal with this guy. And so they stayed. There was like 3 cops, and they stayed and they like fucking handled that shit. So I was like, well, that I'm not in the wrong if the cops told me that I can leave based on what they saw.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? I'm like, so fuck you, Geico.
Yeah, at that point, you if they continue down that path, you give them that chance. Be like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Are you sure you want to pursue the 30%? Because I'd be happy to pursue this with my attorney.
Right. Well, that's good to know for next time that I have to deal with those.
But do your best to get them on your side, and then if they force your hand, then that's what you got to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
it sucks that that's the state of affairs that we are in nowadays. It's like, and this is the reason why everybody's so happy is because
Geico. Never mind.
Yeah, remember, don't. They're a company. They're an insurance company.
They got to where they're at for a reason. That's all.
Yes, exactly. Kayla says, I know from a Prius that hit me in a parking lot was basically her word against mine, even though she was the moving vehicle. I went back and sued for my deductible, and she had to pay for it. She said insurance lawyers can get iffy. And then... Yeah, Ashley basically agreed with what you said. Yeah, that's what my insurance said about worst case uninsured driver on and lower deductible.
That may be the course you have to, but at the same time, man, if
and that sucks though, because he was insured, just not for that car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
and I know my insurance covers me for any car.
Yeah, see, and that's where the thing is like,
Like I could drive your car.
I
and
don't
I'm
know
still
if you can
insured.
request. I don't know how. I don't know if you. I don't think you can request a copy of his policy, but somewhere I believe that's what it is. It's in their policy that they still it should insure them in general. Like especially if you got hurt, he would definitely be liable for sure.
Did you see what Kayla just wrote? She said the $28,000 accident wasn't my fault, but legally was. The guy had $180 damage for his bumper. He tried to sue for $650,000 for future mental distraught. He got $100,000. Are you fucking kidding me? And this is why our premiums are so fucking high. 3 years later. Wow, I should do that. I should do that with that cocksucker with the Geico. Oh. Man, that just see shit like that when I hear that. This is what's wrong with the world.
Well, I mean, legally, somebody can back into you at a light, and it's still your fault. It legitimately is. If you don't get record of it, it legitimately is your fault. Somebody can back into you.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, it'll be like, well, this is rear end damage. They can get out of it.
Yeah.
Sucks. Insurance companies suck sometimes.
Well,
yes, we talked about that already, Kayla. The uninsured driver.
Yep. Yeah, that's what we did.
Uninsured motorist.
Yep.
I've had plenty of people in there getting that deductible.
Well, you know what's funny? So before I had this boat incident this weekend. What in the hell is that? Dare I ask?
It's some kind,
is that a nipple grabber? What
some
is
kind
that?
of clip. Patrick, what is this?
Patrick, your nipple
found-
clips are over here.
Yeah, I found one of your nipple clamps, bro. But it's rubber, so it's definitely not electrified.
Makes great noise though. Kayla says facepalm.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah. So there's my my collision advice.
Well, thank you for that.
I'm here to help. I'm a giver.
But yeah, going back to the whole culture. So what I was trying to say multiple times,
bam,
was that I chose the company that I'm working for now because of the culture versus the company that's literally less than a mile from my house that I could walk to, because I really didn't feel like the kind of vibe there that I kind of felt when I went to the company that I'm working for now, and just like after being there and reaffirming everything that I thought as far as like culture, and they have a softball team, they we all work together, and then going back to what y'all were mentioning earlier about customer service, I'm within the last few days I'm realizing that the customer services job right now is so much more complex than it needs to be. And so I'm going, oh God, here's my opportunity to fix the fucking
KISS. keep it simple, stupid.
Yes.
You remember a couple years ago when you were at Marty B's and you said there was somebody that came in and was like, I just put down a bunch of money for whatever happened, and it was one of the caliber higher ups. You said so and so came in and I didn't catch his name.
Yeah.
Whatnot. Well, that's what I went to this weekend. But it was twice the size than it was when you met.
Yeah.
So,
that guy was talking about it.
that's what it was this weekend. So
okay, yeah, because he said it was at the Star. Yeah, that's right.
They put people up at the Omni. They put people up. I mean, the hotels they had our people staying at were not fucking cheap. They weren't like a Holiday Inn Express. Hilton isn't bad. I've stayed at some nice Hiltons, but it wasn't like your average piece of shit hotel. Like they had them up in some nice places. And
well, that's what part of my responsibility. In February and March, I'm going to Germany, Dusseldorf.
Say it again.
Dusseldorf.
That's funny.
That's good.
Dusseldorf.
So I'm going up there, and part of my responsibility is not only the design and building it out and getting the team and the companies that are off-site in another country, another part of the globe.
Yeah.
And hope to God everything goes right. But also is getting the booking for the hotel. But since there's going to be 6 of us, we're looking at getting an actual house versus a hotel, because it's going to be ridiculous expensive to put.
Going down for real.
Yeah. So I started looking at Airbnb and Venmo, or not Venmo, Verbo. I should know that one. Fucking, we use it.
Furbo.
Verbo. Vacation rental by us or something.
Is that like FUBU?
It's like FUBU.
For us by
For us by us. Yeah, so I've been trying to find stuff, and of course, like with COVID and and then I totally forgot about like the whole Ukraine thing that's going on over there, and I'm like going, fuck. And then the supply chain issues and everything.
I'm gonna be real honest with you, man. Like,
what?
I don't maybe go out. Maybe so obviously with inflation the way it is, I'm not going out of the country unless work pays for it. But man, I'm not fully sold on going out of the country right now for any reason whatsoever.
Oh, dude, I was like gun-ho. I was like, yeah, awesome. And then fucking...
Especially after what the fuck you sent me the other day.
Oh, I know, dude. I'm like, I don't know. I haven't seen anything else about that. So, like,
yeah,
I can't
saying, like,
corroborate the...
Yeah, but I ain't trying to be on a fucking plane going overseas right now.
Dude.
What if you get hit by accident by that thing?
Right?
On its way over here.
All right. Dear United States, please do not piss off Germany from now
or Russia. Yeah, because what if Russia does that and you just happen to be in the flight path of that thing?
Now you got me worried. Now I got to go look at the fucking flight path and see how we're flying in.
Or you are in Germany, that happens to us, and you don't have a home to come back to.
Yes, yeah, right?
I mean, it's probably better off. You're still alive, at least.
Yeah. I'll just be hanging out over at the Mercedes plant.
I don't know, man. If Ukraine can stand as long as they can as they have against Russia, I feel like we're not, do you really want to go scorched earth? Like, do you really want to fuck this planet up more than it already is, people?
Right. Well, unfortunately, we have some leaders like Kim Jong Numbnuts and, Putin that just don't really give a fuck.
You'll have me on the show all the time, okay? You shouldn't badmouth me like that.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you were here.
I say, fuck you, have a nice day, shoot in face, okay? Like, you can't be like the same thing at the same time. You say, how you say the cake and eat it too, okay? You can't have me on and then make fun of me at the same time. And may shoot in face. Tell you, have a nice day. Have a nice day. It's very good for you, okay?
Miss old Putin, man. He hadn't been around in a while. Where you been, bro?
I boost many ratings. I do. I really do. Let's see here. Let's talk to the people here in the audience.
Ashley says, yes, people do want to make the world even worse. Not worst.
I will say the people are the worst. I don't like the people either. I like animals. I like dolphins. I like the stuff Lindsay liked too. She liked dolphins and whales. They're so cute.
You don't shoot in face?
No, I don't.
Have a nice day.
I will take care of sea life. Sea life,
you'll just bomb all of the land, but you'll leave the oceans alone.
Yes.
Okay.
Because ocean, one day we all under ocean if we don't change anyways, and I blow up the polar ice caps. I'm making dinners. You'll sue me. I cannot take you to court right now. We are not in the mother Russia. Is your name Griner? Was that too soon? Too soon?
No. What are you speaking of that?
What
are your thoughts on that, Putin?
Well, you'll take illegal intentions going right now between U.S. and USSR. Yeah, that's right. I went old school.
I was going to say, like, dang, USSR.
Well, you know where.
Been since the 70s.
Now you know where my heart is. Okay?
Which explains why you're over there in Ukraine. Trying to reestablish
Understand,
USSR.
There is no blue blood in my. It's all red.
It's
okay?
all red.
So, what was the question?
Fuck you, shoot in face. Have
what
nice
was
day.
question? I forgot. What are we talking about?
Hey, Ashley, what's for dinner?
Making dinner. Yes, it's beef. It's what's for dinner. If anybody can remember question, put mine back on track. Oh yes, Brittany Griner.
Griner, yes. What are your thoughts on her?
You know, tension's high. You fly to many people tell you don't come to USSR. Do not travel. Not advisable. Okay, and you go anyway, and then you quote unquote forget that you have weed oil in your bag. You forget. Okay, you forget. I get it, you know. And she wanted to go to Russia to do right for team. Really? You want to do right? Do you really? Do you bring what could be considered illegal narcotics into Russia when with tension between US and the Crimson Tide? You bring that into the country. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? You get locked up 9 years, and I say, fuck you, have a nice day. She lucky I know shoot in face.
I was waiting for that.
You know, you understand. Like you play stupid the game, you win stupid prize. This is nothing new.
This is true.
You know, you come to Mother Russia, we give you warm welcome. You do stupid shit. Hello.
And I mean, we do the same thing to them. Like, you know, if there's Russians or whatever that come over and they have something illegal, blah blah blah, like they're gonna be detained.
But we do not ask for our Russian war criminals. I'm gonna get real on this now in my real voice.
Okay, what?
I think 9 years for fucking weed is fucked up.
Yeah.
Is there people serving the same sentence here in the United States that haven't been let out yet? Absolutely there is. And is it right? No. But me as a person, you tell me not travel to Russia right now isn't fucking advisable. You better make sure if I do go for my team, quote unquote, everything in my bag is doubled fucking checked. There is no forgetting anything. I'm not trying to get busted in fucking Russia by any of this shit. Ain't no different than me not wanting to get busted in Mexico and have to bribe my way out of shit, dude. I don't want to go to a Mexican prison.
Hell no.
You think I want to go to prison in fucking Russia?
No.
There's not even going to be a question. And the thing is she's WNBA. Not that that's super stellar, but she thought she couldn't be touched. She thought a little bit of fucking hash oil in her fucking bag wouldn't be a big deal. It's a fucking big deal over there because they're gonna make a fucking example of you for any other American planning to fucking come over there.
Yep.
You better check your shit before you come over here because we're gonna fuck you up and we don't give a shit. And guess what? We're gonna get one of our we're gonna get an arms dealer back called the Merchant of Death over a fucking basketball player for the WNBA.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Has she ever fucking killed anybody? What is that trade for? I don't understand. So we can look like we have a heart.
To me, honestly, it's like you do the crime, you do the time. I mean, it sucks that it's 9 years. Well, fucking guess what? In 9 years from now, you're going to learn your fucking lesson not to bring
they should give us
shit in.
If that's the deal made down, they should have given us her and a fucking war criminal that we need to prosecute back here.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how that should have went down.
Yep.
That's the real me. Like, yeah, that's how I really feel about it. You didn't just fucking forget it's in your bag. You're going to fucking Russia.
Yeah.
We're on the verge of fucking war with Russia, and you go over there with fucking weed. Good job. I know it's not weed. It was fucking hash oil. It's vape. She got caught with a vape cartridge, dude. Mm-hmm. So yes, the sentence is ridiculous, but it's meant as a fucking message.
Well, and then what I was going to bring up, you remember way we were like young kids when that guy vandalized a bunch of cars in Singapore. Remember he got caned? I think we were like probably.
I thought he did something else. I thought it was even less than that.
It
was it vandalizing cars?
I thought it was for vandalizing. Well, they said vandalizing cars, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, and that's like normal punishment for any motherfucker out there.
Yeah, but it's just like basically set an example. And how many instances of that did you hear afterward?
Yeah, you want to go to a country, you should probably study up on at least basic. Don't go in there as a lawyer.
No,
but study up on should I do this or should I not?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like fuck, man. If that's a normal law where a citizen there will get caned if they do it.
Yep.
What do you want us to do? How are we going to...
They're going to treat you any differently.
How are we going to tell a fucking other country where you fucked up in, don't do that? I know you hold your citizens to a standard, but when we come, you can't hold us to the same standard. That's fucking arrogant bullshit.
Yeah. Well, and I know from like all my years of traveling and stuff, because I'd traveled most of the world by the time I was 18, that like we had to jump through a lot of fucking hoops in order to get anywhere. Even though we were like, most of the time we were on a work visa. My dad was the one working or whatnot. But I mean, we still had to get visas. We still had to get, all that sort of stuff, and you had to get, pre-approved and all that before you could even travel.
Yep.
So I'm like, if you got to jump through all those hoops, there's more reason to be double, triple checking your fucking bags before you leave.
She didn't forget.
I know.
That's really what I fucking, you don't just forget that shit. Somebody on social media, of course, tried to argue. We all forget stuff. And I will say, I put was it 4th of July? When I think it's 4th of July weekend. No, it was Memorial Day. I had my knife in my bag when we went out on the lake, and I had left it in my backpack and didn't know. Come for my June Florida trip, I went through security, and sure enough, I got busted with my knife. I literally did forget, but at the same time, I wasn't flying to fucking Russia, where I was afraid if I step off that plane, I'm gonna get shot in the face.
Have a nice day.
Bulletin say, you know what I mean? So that is on me, and things do happen, but you don't go to Russia and forget you have hash oil in your fucking bag. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was out there, gonna vape just like every one of us do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my vape, it's not anything, but she get busted in customs, and
and then here we are.
And I'm not gonna sit here and say it serves her right, with the whole her sitting down and because she's a huge like dissenter as far as the American flag and the national anthem, like refuses to even come out in the court when the national anthem gets played, has put her fist up before, like she's very.
But yet now she's calling on the U.S. to help.
Yeah, I'm not. There's a lot. Trust me. There's hardcore right-wing Republicans talking about putting memes of ironic. You shit on the country you live in. But as soon as you get in trouble, you're calling on. I feel this. I feel part of that. Like, you talk about how much, how oppressed you are here and how fucked up it is here and this and that. But then you go over there and get busted with a cartridge.
And then you see how
9
real
years in fucking prison.
up.
Yeah, you want to see what real oppression is. Look at fucking USSR. You look at my country. I oppress a lot. I oppress so much, everybody depressed. Oppression for depression. That's what I say. That's
your slogan for Russia.
Oppression to depression. Yes, it's good for them. But yeah, dude, you don't sit there and you can't shit on the fucking country you live in, and then when you go and do some dumb shit in another country, fucking scream for help. That'd be like me going, Devin fucking sucks. He's fucking stupid as shit and this and that and da-da-da-da-da. And he can go fucking take a long walk off a short bridge, and I fucking give a shit less. And then you hear about that from somebody, right? Because she said that in public.
Right.
And you hear about that from somebody, and then I get fucking put in jail one night. I'm like, hey, man, I'm broke. Can you come bail me out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, fuck you. Sleep with your fucking, I hope you sleep with your back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like,
better pucker up, buttercup.
If I was president, that's what I'd pick up the phone personally. I'm like, you better sleep with I guess with her. You better plug your,
you better block off.
You better put some plugs in. Like, you know what I mean? You better fucking, like, I don't know, wipe back to front. So nobody wants to touch it.
He says, yeah, it does serve her right. Go to no country and start fucking with their laws. Yep. Go to another country, I think that's what it's supposed to put. Because she was just an example that karma's a bitch and you think the grass is greener. Pun intended?
No, I'm pretty sure she didn't think the grass was greener in Russia.
No, everything is dead in Russia.
Everything frozen. We're not mad, we're just cold. And when cold happens, it shrinks, so I'm mad about it. I don't like to go outside because nobody know real size. But yeah, man, that's I think a 9-year sentence is absolutely fucked up. I absolutely do.
All right, so speaking of sentences, this is a good segue for what happened to me on Monday.
Oh, you'll talk about with the jury. I know it.
Yes. So I get there to Denton County because just so the audience knows, I had jury duty, which I've always been able to get out of in the past, but I was like, you know what? After the whole Amber Heard shit that I watched and numerous other cases that Kayla and I have watched and stuff like that, was it Amber Geiger and a couple of those other ones. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do my civic duty and I'm going to actually go and attend. So anyway, I get there and there's 220 of us. And
that's a real case is what that is.
Yeah.
They're selecting from that many people.
Yep.
I went for some fucking insurance bullshit. Then these really nice dressed people were going after this fucking kid. I was like, I can't be on this. I'm biased for the kid. I feel sorry for this. They obviously can dress right. He can't wear it. He has to wear Vans and a polo. You know what I mean? Like, And the court's like, so you think there's status between? And I was like, absolutely, I do, and I can't be on this jury. But yours, it was only
hold that
50
thought,
people.
because I'm gonna get into that in a minute.
200 and what?
220 plus.
Yeah, that's
people.
a lot of fucking. That's okay. Then.
So they said out of 220 people, that 160 are going to be selected for the different. And they said basically the way it works.
Is it 12 or 6?
It's 12.
Okay.
The way it works is they whittle that down basically, and then they have what's called a district court case.
Patrick said whatever drugs.
So they have a district court case, which is the bigger cases. So you're talking like it could be a theft from $500,000 and up, and it could be a lot of other cases, which I'll get into in a minute. And then there's the county. So county are smaller offenses like 5,000, whatever. A lot of times divorces, that sort of stuff. So that's that kind of trial. So I got handpicked to go to the district, the big boy court. Yeah. So I get in there.
Dallas or here?
Denton County.
Okay.
It's based on where you live. So
yeah.
So if you want to get out of it and I get served in Dallas, then I can get out of it because I'm not in my county.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short,
I'm biased over your county. Fuck y'all.
And dude, okay, so it went from like 200, right? And then of course, like they were going through this whole list to like stand in line and then stand in front of the judge and tell the judge why you want to get, go home. And then it was like this one military guy was like, well, I served in, blah, blah, blah. And then the judge goes, well, are you active duty? And he goes, no. Then she goes, well, guess what? Go sit down.
Yeah. People use any excuse.
Dude, yeah. And it was like, I heard so, because I was literally in front of the judge. My chair was like literally right. I could reach out and touch her. Which was probably dumb on my part, fucking front row.
If you got a kid, it's actually if you've got a kid and you're single, it's easy to get out of.
She was old. I don't know.
All right, let me put the different. If
she wasn't there, trust me, when I got there first time.
If you got a kid and you're divorced, it's easy to get out of. You literally all you got to say is, I cannot afford a child sitter. I work from home when he's there.
I was going to say there was people that did have to still serve or reschedule because they said, well, do you work? And they said, yeah. They go, do you have a babysitter for when you work? And they go, yep. Then they were like, well, then you can have a babysitter for when you're on.
I work from home. I flat out I told him, I was like, I work from home and I have him because I cannot afford childcare. That's real nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially with fucking gas. I got to drive him to the babysitter. I got to drive back. I got to drive him to school.
So I get picked for Court 16, which is a district trial, which is a big trial, right? So they said that there's 60 of us that are going to go into this courtroom. And basically, the DA and the defense attorney and the plaintiff, I think it is, they're all like basically handpick the jurors based on, certain things. So I walk into the courtroom and they have like 3 big ass screens up, right? And then it says court case. And then it says Edward so-and-so, 5 counts of child molestation. And I was like,
oh, man.
I was like, well, this Monday just went to fucking shit. And so right after, like, we all read that and we're just kind of like, it's dead silent in there, right? And you could just tell, like, people are just,
I'd probably be, well, no, I wouldn't be selected for that jury because if they found out what case I was involved in, my youngin', they'd probably be like, yeah, it's biased.
Well, I'm going to get to that here in a minute. Okay, so they introduced themselves. The DA said, hi, I'm blah blah blah. I'm the district attorney, blah blah blah. And then the one lawyer stood up and he looked like he was wearing a diaper on his face. I could not get over. It was
the awesome
worst
mask he was wearing.
Mask I've ever seen.
COVID diaper.
It was like this.
It was a COVID diaper.
It was a COVID diaper. I was like, where the fuck did you
was
find
he
that
the prosecuting lawyer or the DA?
Yes, he was the prosecutor.
Oh wait, the DA is the prosecuting. Was he the defendant? Was he
defendant? Yes. Yeah.
Oh, defendant.
Defendant. So,
oh man, he's a douchey motherfucker. Then.
Yeah, and so the defendant lawyer introduces himself, and then they introduce the defendant. And then as soon as I put the 2 and 2 together when they said his name, and I looked up and saw that was the same name that's on the screen.
Was he was there?
Yes. And I was literally like,
I didn't know
my blood started fucking boiling, dude. Like I was like, how much trouble would I get into if I run across there?
Well, and that they look for that.
I will be the judge and jury today.
They look like that's what they look for, that emotional response.
Dude, I was just like, literally,
he's out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was literally like, laser beams, activate now. So anyway, so they go around the courtroom. They ask a bunch of questions and stuff, and then they ask, basically, has anybody in this jury ever had anybody, abused, molested, whatever, either you personally or your family members?
Shit, I'm out.
Dude,
I really wanted to get this guy.
I literally, well, you could. They did select somebody that actually had happened to them. Yes, they did.
Interesting.
Right.
Wow.
So I would say every third person in there. So take 60 divided by 3.
Yeah.
That's how many people stood up.
Had something happen to them.
That had something either happen to them personally or a loved one. And I would say out of that, 70% happened to them. 60 to 70% happened to them.
It does, man.
And then out of that, I'm all over here doing fucking data and shit. Out of that,
like divided by percentage, and
right. And out of that, it was like a majority of the ones that never saw trial, like, was because it was family member, and so a majority of those were family member that had done something to them.
See, and that's weird that they actually did select somebody, because I don't even like admitting this out loud, but I would be like, I'd be in there with the jury and like, look, I've been through this shit. I know I've heard this shit before.
And I hate to say it, but
I the motherfuckers.
I used your story. I did. I told them, I said, I stood up and when they got to me or whatever, and I said, I'm just going to tell you this. I go, I literally just had a podcast last Wednesday with somebody who basically hunts down child predators. And I said, and one of my best friends, the guy, did stuff, and it, like, come to find out, over like 100 plus people it affected. So I really am, passionate about justice and stuff, because and that's why I provide, have a podcast, is to provide a platform for these people to actually voice and have a voice. I actually had 5 people come up to me after, like, when we went on lunch, and they were like, dude, what can I do to donate? What can I do? Like, how do I,
You should have also told them to go back and watch the last 3 episodes.
I have, right? I think, yeah. So. But I didn't want to do like a shameless plug or anything. Say, yeah, go check out.
No, here's where you would donate, and if you ever want to hear what we have to talk about, and the last 3 episodes have been,
yeah.
damn.
And I was like, and that's what I said, to the DA and to the defendant. I was basically like, look, literally the last 3 episodes were based on.
You should have been like this, been like, and the thing is I have a podcast, Frustration Unlimited, where we on Facebook, on YouTube.
Go ahead, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications.
Middle
of a courtroom,
little shameless.
And then the court reporter sitting there typing it all up.
I'm gonna have to check this out. Shameless self promotion, you know what I'm saying? But
so needless to say, after I said all that, they went around again and they said, "Hey, do you think you could give?" It gets worse. So after that happened, right? They start going through the counts. So there's 5 counts, right? And then they describe in detail what each one was. And I was just like, literally wanted to throw up and like tears at the same time.
I mean, 1 is too many, but
And they were different counts for different things that was done. And I'm just like going, oh.
And if it doesn't, the problem is like, 1 is too many, but when it's 5 and if they differ in any way, it sucks. But he may get a fucking light sentence, dude.
And that's where
he'll always be registered as a sex offender. But
here's where I'm going with next, and this is what pissed me off, and this is what really got my fucking blood boiling again. What?
His license would be registering.
Oh yeah. So one of the options, so they show the sentences. They said the maximum is like 1 to 20 years, and then they said eligibility of probation, and I'm like going, this motherfucker's got 5 counts, and he's still eligible. I go, why the fuck is that even an option? I know, and it's fucking bullshit. And they used this as an excuse. They said, well, because he's never been convicted of anything before. But I'm like thinking in my head, I go, just because he got caught this one fucking time doesn't mean that was the only time he fucking did it.
This is where I get upset with the whole, like, people in jail for weed. So, you know, you can't rehabilitate a fucking pothead, but you can rehabilitate a fucking child molester out on parole. Like, I know he's never going to get a job, you know, and he'll probably have to go to a halfway house or something.
So you remember Julio said, priests don't become pedophiles. Pedophiles become priests. That was literally playing in my head. And I was like, I wanted to just say it because I was like,
well,
that's going
to. And I get that. I get that. The thing is like,
he didn't just wake, but basically what that means to the audience, kind of give you layman's terms who might have missed the podcast. What that basically means is he didn't just wake up one day and decide to go molest kids. He's had that.
I believe that,
and it was probably a learned behavior. It probably happened to him,
and that's very true too as well. But I also believe that, you know, at some point it made. You know what I'm saying? There's always the first time.
Spit it out, Andy.
there's always the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it may have been a thought in the back of their head, but the clergy or whatever you want to call it just was that little extra push that they needed for it to be the first time and then turn into one after another, after another, after another, after another. And once they get in a place where they realize they can't make any more victims, they move on to the next church.
Yeah. And it's completely
and you know, and so I get that mentality, but, you know, is somebody, you know, the being a molester is a mentality, but actually doing it is doing it, you know. So was it, you know, they're thinking about it and then it was just the catalyst at the right time, like, this is going to be my first victim.
The opportunity presented,
you know what I mean?
itself.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I get the mentality, he's right, but it's like, how many of them did their first crime as a pastor? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you know, what's the percentage of that? Like, they got into it and they're like, you know what, I think I can get away with this.
So, Kayla, to answer your question, that's why I made it that blanket statement that it doesn't just necessarily pertain to priests. It's what it means is that they put themselves in a position to be around that so that they have easy access to it. So, to your point, you're absolutely right. Teachers, coaches, tutors, caretakers, like, they put themselves in a position so that they can have easy access, basically, and that's what that whole saying.
Well, I'll tell you the truth.
That's literally what kept, because even somebody spoke up and said, they go, you know what? At the end of the day, you know that they're a kid, you know that they're a child. You should never ever put your fucking self into a situation
or a situation,
that would ever arise ever. You know what I mean? And I'm like going,
you know,
fucking right.
Yep. Yeah, that's very true.
But man, I was like, I told Kayla I called her on my lunch break, and I was like, God, I want to say so much shit. I'm like, God, this fucking sucks.
It's, you know, I don't know what the catalyst that drives them to make that final decision. Like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. You know, it's time to act on these impulses. And these urges. And it's mentors. It's always mentors and whatnot, but I gotta admit, dude, and I remember asking him this question, like, or saying, like, well, you know, you take a celibacy of fucking abstinence, and you know, me being a guy, any dude that takes that even sits down to take that oath, even if they're legit and they're not planning to go molest some boys, has got to be off in the head just a little bit,
right?
Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't even work one out. You know, in the middle of midnight, like, hey, God, will you please turn away for just a second? Like, it's been like 7.
You go to sleep just for a minute.
It's been 7 months to a year. Actually, you know what? Some of them, like, and the thing is fucking monks do that shit, and they're the most fucking peaceful people in the world. And that's where the other argument is. It's like they take that and they're not out molesting people.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, but as a man,
Kayla said that they can get married. That might be the differentiator right there.
Well, the ones that isolate them up in the mountains.
You're talking about Tibetan monks.
And take like a vow of silence.
He's talking like Buddhist monks, Tibetan monks, huh?
A monk can get married, a priest cannot.
But
yeah, but I'm talking about like those ones that isolate them in the mountains, and there are nothing but dudes in.
He's talking like Buddhist.
Yeah, Buddhist monks. Thank you.
Yeah.
And they.
I know. I've actually been to a Buddhist temple.
They take a vow of celibacy, and they don't. And they don't.
But he's making a point that they both take the vow, but they actually take it serious.
Yeah, but they don't turn into psychos, and they don't child molest and shit. You don't hear that shit about them. They somehow their mindfulness is able to put it down.
Well, and you got to think about them. They're more of a spiritual based religion. They're very, and I know Catholicism and Christianity is too, but they're more of a third eye.
Well, if you can honestly, as a human being, if you can get to some of their levels of enlightenment,
that's what I meant. Like
you realize you don't need, like, you legitimately get satisfaction out of life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But Catholicism doesn't allow for that. There's rules. There's fucking the 10 Commandments. There's like, if you have these thoughts, they're impure, period. Mm-hmm. When monks are like, okay, you have these thoughts, recognize they're bad, and then let go of them. Now, I don't mean child molestation. I mean impure thoughts, like sexually for them. Okay. Yeah. And they learn how to somehow deal with it. But yeah, as a man in the everyday world, taking a vow of celibacy to me is fucking nuts. Like, I feel like you got to be off a little bit in the fucking head to take that vow. Like, that's just me personally.
I mean, I thought about it a couple times dealing with some of the crazies that I've dealt with, and I'm like,
I mean,
I waited right till you took a sip of that.
But you know, true celibacy is like, you even have to say no to the hand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know, it's think about.
I can always watch it right here.
You're talking like years and years of backed up. You know, like fucking,
gotta clean the pipes.
Yeah, you know. You don't go out with a loaded gun, bro. Oh man.
So yeah, needless to say,
look, I can be Patrick.
Oh wait, you gotta get sunglasses. Kayla, bring your sunglasses.
Big dildo.
You don't have them.
Big dick. Just playing, just kidding, Patrick.
They're good.
No, I love you. But anyways, yeah.
You look cute tonight. Until you did that face.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
She's like, but yeah, so
I was kind of glad that, I was kind of glad, but then I wasn't glad. I was glad that, I wasn't on the trial because, they basically asked me, would you be okay with sentencing a probation? And I was like, absolutely not. Like, that is not even up for discussion. That, in my book, I go, that should not even be on the table, period.
Well, if they had me up there, I'd say the same thing. Like,
yeah, I was like, I don't even know why this is a fucking option.
I'll flat out tell them, if any of the stories are similar to mine, I'm going to fucking hang this dude. You know what I'm saying?
And like, literally, and that's basically what I did, is a little cliff notes of the 3 shows that happened consecutively. And I told how they impacted me and how, like, it just added more fuel to the fire. And then when I saw that and I walk into this room and it's broadcast on fucking 3 screens, I'm just like, I am here for a fucking reason.
Patrick said Mad Libs. I'm bored.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know why it didn't come up there. No, it's on mine. Oh. It's from Frustration page. I don't know why it didn't come up on the live chat here.
That is weird.
That's odd. That's very odd. Very odd. But you know what? Earlier, Kayla's wasn't coming up on my chat, so I don't know what's going on. Motherfucker. We got 7 people hanging out. Thank you for chilling. Do we have any new listeners tonight by chance? Probably not. But hey, Ashley, thank you for being a new dedicated fan, by the way. Hopefully you have like a top fan badge by now or something. Oh, hey, look, Molly's watching. I just saw that. Molly, hey, what's up, girl? I don't know. Maybe you heard from your dad, but he's not in the studio this evening. He's got some medical things going on. He did have to go to the hospital. I would assume you might know, but not sure. I don't. You know what it does when they assume? It makes an ass out of you and me. So I'll try not to assume too much.
Yeah, how are you doing anyway, Patrick? What's the latest and greatest?
He's bored. He fucking
Right?
said he's bored. He wants some fucking Mad Libs, whatever that is. And I don't know if I have. Do I have access to his Mad Libs? I don't know. Look, well, we were gonna really read this shit out of the fucking that book thing. I thought he had stuff up like on notes and things.
No, he wanted to do.
Where's his book? Where? Oh, there's his board. I need to do. Hold on a second.
Oh,
Show notes.
Oh, Lindsay had a request. Did you see it?
Hey, Jackson. Good night. You better get to sleep, fool. Or I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna bust your butt. Just kidding, buddy. I love you. Get some sleep, so you can have a good second day of school tomorrow. And Michael, you get to sleep too. Don't be keeping Jackson up. It's late. He's got to get to school. And don't be laughing at his meditation music. I'd be listening to that shit too. But yes, love you, buddy. I will see you in the morning, bright and early in the freaking morning, because it's school time again, and we gotta be up at like 6 a.m.
So what grade's he in?
Oh, he's in the third grade. He's in the third grade.
Grade's Michael in? Is he?
Michael's gonna be in first. I think.
First?
Yeah, first grade.
Nice.
Yeah, Jackson's third grade and going on every bit of a teenager's attitude. But that's another thing. Jackson, you better get to sleep. I'm gonna kick your butt. Night night, and don't let the bed bugs bite and stuff and all that good stuff. And see you later, alligator.
So how was their first days of school?
Michael's not in school yet. It's next week. Jackson's
Okay.
was today. I assume it was good. I don't know. You know they don't do shit on the first day.
That's true.
Dude, they start in the middle of the week, like Wednesday.
Have you done
what do you do
parent-teacher
Thursday
thing?
and fucking Friday? God damn it.
Yeah, why did they start on a Wednesday?
I don't know. It makes no sense to me either. They've been doing that. But yeah, we did parent teacher Monday night. He's got a good teacher. A lot more.
Ashley said, nice. My kid started third today and is the same 8 going on 18.
Not 18. I'd say more like 13, because he's doesn't realize I will beat him down. I will knock him down a peg or two. His mom is tall, so he's gonna be looking me in the eyes by the time he's 11. So I'm gonna have to like whip his ass a lot to make sure he understands Dad is in charge. Raw. Sorry, buddy. I'm playing. You know I love you if you're listening still. Like, why did Dad say that? Why would he say that about me? I hope he's laughing.
So Kayla, did she drive back today or is she driving back tomorrow? Tomorrow.
6:50.
Hey, when's the first football game? I want to go.
Football.
Because I know somebody's got to hold you back.
What
Andy?
grade? What grade is?
I'm gonna need Andy and I'm gonna need Lindsay.
Let's let her go on. Let her be a viral video.
Oh yeah, we need somebody to film it. Patrick,
let her go viral, and then we have it on the show after it goes viral.
Right? We'll put it in the show.
You almost took his fucking head off. The fuck is your problem? I don't want to have to nurse a concussion. You little fucking shit. She gonna be out there yelling at the coach. Why would you let him get hit like that?
That one game I saw JC's, I was like, man, I wanted to beat some fucking umpire's ass. Remember, I was like getting the whole crowd to chant the same thing.
Chase is gonna be like, Mom, chill the fuck out. This is football.
You need to practice Buddhism.
You damn sure can't do that in high school. They cannot. You're gonna ruin that kid's chances of his fucking football
scholarships and everything else.
Yeah. Ref, make a fucking call and get that fucking dick of a whistle out of your fucking mouth.
Dick whistle.
You suck.
Get your dick whistle out your mouth.
Yeah, I can see it already, dude. But
he looks more like a basketball player.
Oh, he's skinny.
I know he's badass at basketball.
He's skinny, man. Chase is skinny for a football player. You better be ready to just,
You know where they're gonna put him, right? Yep. That's where they put me. Huh? Yeah, but you have to be aggressive when you're a quarterback too, because you got to dodge getting fucking nailed by 10 people, 11 people.
I mean, he could be a kicker.
So when I was his age, when I did football, I was a quarterback, cornerback, and kicker. I never left the fucking field.
He could be a cornerback. He could probably be a cornerback.
Yeah.
These football pads is just extra small. And
Wow.
He could be a quarterback. He probably, if he's fast, he could be a wide receiver.
oh, he's fast.
Yeah, he's fast.
He could be a wide receiver.
I didn't realize till like the fourth game that when you're a cornerback that you can't just fucking flat out tackle.
There's been some there's some skinny wide receivers out there, dude. There is, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're
No,
gonna have to
I
start.
see-
You're
I
gonna
see
have
him
to
in-
start feeding that boy like everything in the house that you don't.
Oh my god, he does, bro. He does. Like he literally, we just ate somewhere. We leave and go somewhere, and he's like, sees food, and he's like,
Do y'all?
"I'm hungry, mom."
Does he drink protein shakes?
Jesus. We do need to start getting him some protein stuff.
Happy teary eyes and just said thank you, Lindsay, and said you're the best. He's the sweetest boy. Oh, and Michael's out already. No surprise.
God, must be nice.
Why Jackson go out in there crying and shit? Boy, he need to go to bed. Love you, buddy. You need to go to bed. It's 8:30. You're supposed to be in bed already. What are you doing up? Man,
He's gonna cry himself to sleep.
I told him.
Happy tears.
Real talk. Daddy gonna come up there, kick you in your butt.
I don't give my kids
Dad, he's like my famous dad.
My famous dad.
Like he has no idea. Like this is this is a little hobby right now.
Yep.
like Dad's on TV.
He's on all the
It's
TV.
so easy to be on TV now.
He's international.
Yeah, like he's dad's kind of a YouTube star. Not really, bud. I don't have the views. I don't have the smashing likes yet.
We'll get there.
Smash the likes and hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends about us, man.
Yeah, like I said, this next week I'm gonna expand our restream reach. So right now we're on 8 different platforms. I'm gonna expand it to I think 16 or 20. I can't remember.
I'm glad. I'm flattered that he misses me, but he needs to go to sleep. I just dropped him off yesterday and picked him up today, and I'm seeing him all week, so he doesn't have to miss me. He needs to go to sleep is what he needs to do because I'm not dealing with a grumpy little butthead in the morning. Go to sleep, Jackson.
Is he a morning person or no?
Meditate. Well, yeah, when he sleeps, he's definitely a morning person. But if he doesn't sleep, he's like a little butthead in the morning. I don't want to eat.
Dude, so Monday after the whole trial and all that shit, jury duty. So get this. So I didn't leave till 5:30. Fucking courtroom closes at 5.
Yep.
So I leave.
220. No,
And there's nobody in the fucking
all.
parking lot except for us. All the cars of the
At least
people that
they
were
gave
in.
you validation for parking.
Oh,
They
man.
give you your ticket, like
No,
shows
it was actually at the courthouse. They have
Oh, okay.
plenty of parking.
it's Denton, so yeah.
Yeah, they got and the way it works is the courthouse is by the jail, which is so it's like you got all this overflow parking.
Yeah, in Dallas, you have to have a valid parking and shit.
Yeah, so I was glad about that. But yeah, I came home, man, and I literally passed out. I set my fucking the A word for 2 hours. I was like, I'll just take a 2-hour nap, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I told her to shut the fuck up. I kept sleeping. And then I woke up at like 6 a.m. My alarm went off, and then I was like, yep, time to go to work. Dude, I slept literally 12 hours. It was fucking amazing. And then, of course, last night I couldn't sleep for shit.
Yeah, it's hit or miss, man. You have those really awesome nights, and you got those really shitty nights.
And I should have known. It's like I got all that sleep on Monday. I was like, I am gonna be fucking not able to sleep.
See,
on
the
Tuesday,
key is
sure
to
enough.
stay in bed. You don't get up from the sleep. You just stay there all day.
I do. The
and
problem
do
is like
nothing. You're just
I'll lay there and I can't sleep, so I'll turn something on, and then I like start watching something, and then I'll fall asleep. Then Then I'll play my crack game.
Patrick said, "Am I the only one here?" No, there's plenty of people in the comments, man. Oh, do we have any alcohol up here? Take a shot for him. Could you hook us up with something? Do we have any peanut? Do we have more of that $9.99 shit?
Yes, peanut baby.
Yeah.
In the freezer downstairs in the garage is peanut butter. Peanut butter, and then we'll need 2 or 3 shot glasses.
Yeah. I got. I don't know if I want to shoot out of that one.
Nah, I wouldn't. We'll get new ones. Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're both.
Oh, you don't want one?
What kind? Peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Garage, freezer, top shelf on the left.
Let's see. So, what other stories are we still on the? Are we done with the jury one?
Yeah, I'm done with the jury one.
Okay.
Yeah, because I
Making
came
sure.
home and
No, I'm
like,
trying to make. Make sure we
Dude,
get.
I was just mentally, physically, like I was just every type of exhausted.
Oh,
What?
oh! Speaking of mentally and physically exhausted, so
What's that?
here's how the summit goes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And the reason it happened is because apparently we had to postpone it this year. I don't know the exact reason, the leadership summit. Okay.
Uh-huh.
We had to postpone it for some reason. I don't know why.
Wait, that's the one that was just at the start?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why, but we had to postpone it till August. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And the absolute only dates from postponing was supposed to be in like March or April, I think.
Uh-huh.
Or no, excuse me, April, May. And they postponed it. And we couldn't get in there. June, July. The only 2 dates available were Sunday and Monday. Only ones. The rest of the time it's booked. Well, of course, practice is about to start too. But
Yeah.
those are the only 2 days that we had available for Crew Caliber to be able to book the Star again.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're our business partners. We're a sponsor for the Cowboys.
Jesus.
Yeah. So we start at literally you have to be there between 7 and 7:30 Sunday morning. And
In the AM?
oh yeah. And you got to
Oh.
be and bro, you got to understand, you know me, I dress up with slacks, polo, or a button down.
Mhm.
I don't have too many sport coats. This is a sport coat event.
Sorry, bro, you can't borrow any of mine.
It's not black tie. This was a sport coat event.
Yeah.
So I'm up at 7:30 in the fucking morning, or 6 in the morning, getting fucking dolled up and shit and sport coated out. Have to spend all day in that outfit. Thank God I brought fucking shoes for afterwards because we had a fucking happy hour and a tailgate party. Happy hour was in the Star. You go up and happy hour, they had open bar, completely open bar and beer. And then they close that down and then tailgate party starts happening. They've got games outside with a ton of fucking food trucks. A ton of all free.
That's badass.
And they got to fit so the Star has the playing field inside. They have another playing field outside, and then they have a half field that the public can just jump on and do drills and shit that they can go at too.
That's where Kayla's kids' graduation was. So I'm very familiar with the place.
So happy hour is both on the interior field and the exterior field. The food trucks, of course, are outside, obviously. But you can imagine where everybody ended up was the interior field. Yeah. But you're dealing with a bunch of fucking people in the body industry that are all GMs, and you're giving them free fucking liquor and alcohol.
Oh,
the bar is transferred from upstairs to downstairs. And so, I've been doing the road show and whatnot, and one of the markets I visited was El Paso. They were the ones that took me out to the baseball game and shit, and we had the whole little VIP section, and they're fucking group parties, dude. I'm walking down the field, and they're the only group up front by the DJ just fucking getting down, whole fucking crew and everything. Of course, I walk up and do a little, show, and they're like, "Oh,
shake
shit,
babies and
he can break dance." And so they're like, "Go, Andy!" And so Andy was a few drinks into it, so Andy went
hard in the paint.
Oh, I went hard in the paint, and I was limping for about 3 days because of it. I fucked
you went a little too hard in the paint.
I did not stretch or attempt to stretch, and I limped because something got severely pulled in my calf.
Ooh.
Like I had to go to the summit the next day on Monday.
Hey, Patrick, you hear that? See, his brain said he could do some shit, but his body said, nope, not today, motherfucker.
I was like, my brain was like, you are 15. You got this, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, I even did a little spin with the fucking head with the legs in the air when I'm grabbing.
Did anybody get any pictures or video of this shit?
I don't know.
We need to update your picture because you keep bitching about it.
It's yet to be seen. So, but yeah, so I did that, rolled over, and then hot back. And as I hot back up, something like it felt like a Charlie horse, like somebody just frogged me in the fucking leg. Oof. And of course, me being, pretty
2 sheets to the wind.
Yes, not 3.
1.5 sheets.
Yeah, I was like 1.5. It wasn't 3 sheets. I was feeling great, and so I kept dancing. And then I had to go walk around the next day at the summit still. And the thing is I could walk, but I couldn't fully straighten my leg out. So it was like a bend limp. Like,
so you had a pimp walk, basically.
Oh, well, no, it looked
gangsta.
It was more gimp than pimp, brother. I'm 100% honest, dude.
More gimp than pimp.
But
like
yeah,
that. That's a good t-shirt.
So frustration unlimited. More
there you go, more gimp than pimp.
But yeah, dude, I fucking hurt myself pretty bad. Especially that night. That night was fucked up, dude. Like it hurt so bad. And I had a big old knot in the back of my leg, and yeah. So it's still pretty tight.
I got some good stuff downstairs if you want. It'll fucking cure it in like literally 20 minutes.
Okay.
I
will not say no.
I will not say no to that shit.
But yeah, no,
I get Charlie horses all the fucking time. My calves.
Oh no, this is
Bananas. Well, I mean, I take multivitamins.
This wasn't a normal cramp, bro.
Yeah.
This is not this hurt. And if I had not been intoxicated, I probably would have stopped dancing when I did. Instead of jump around comes on, so I'm jumping on this calf. Jump around,
jump around,
jump up, and get down. jump, and then my calf is like, no. And so yeah, no. For those of you who don't know and haven't figured that out, I used to break dance in high school and was decent at it. Never got really good, but I've continued to try over the years. And 41 came really fast on Sunday when I did this, but it was a fucking phenomenal time. I will say that it was. They had full size beer pong, like trash cans with
okay,
with dodgeballs.
Nice.
They had ping pong. They had cornhole. They had cornhole that like it was like I don't know how to describe it. I don't know who made them, but the cornhole like spins around. It gives an extra set of difficulty. It's on like a lazy Susan. So the cornhole normally would be right where it normally is.
Yeah.
But the thing is it's on a wooden circle. So the circle spins. And so you're trying to like,
you're like, oh Jesus,
fuck!
We need that for the lake.
It's pretty awesome, dude.
That's badass.
I will say that I don't know if it's weatherproof, so.
Oh yeah.
But they had
put it in water.
They had dancing. They had what other backyard? Jenga. They had the big, large Jenga in places. Not my Jello shot Jenga, but they did have Jenga.
I miss your Jello shot Jenga.
I gotta make another one of those.
That shit was awesome.
That should be another project of mine. Because I lost the Jello shot Jenga in the divorce.
Oh damn it!
Not like I can't make another one.
I
dude.
know. If you can make one, you can make
The
more.
cool thing is I still got the pattern for the CNC machine to cut out the fucking holes. So
that's awesome.
So yeah, I'll be able to do that. But I digress. But yeah, it was a really good fucking time. But yeah, I hurt myself pretty bad.
Patrick says menstrual cramp, Andy.
That's a little low even for a menstrual cramp. Like that's clever, Patrick, that you thought of that. But man, like it's got to be a little bit higher. It's like Beavis and Butthead. He's like, my liver, holding his heart. He's like, no, dude, lower, and he grabs his dick. My liver. That's hilarious. Oh, hey, by the way, this has nothing to do with the show, but I'm going to.
You're going to what?
I'm going to give you my Discovery login so you can go watch Josh Gates all the time.
Yes. You what? You need it.
You can watch all, like.
I would just want to see, because Discovery Plus, whatever, supposedly has IMAX. Oh, you do? Why you been?
Well, hey, look.
Why you been holding out?
You can use hers or you can use mine. Where you go to my list and I've got all the Josh Gates everything. So anything you want to find, that's what I watch.
Yeah,
I don't watch Ghost Adventures anymore because I hate Zach.
Oh, dude, ever since that fucking old Alton episode,
yeah, ever since they like
ruined me from that fucking.
Well, they ruined our bridge too.
Did they?
Yeah, dude. I told you I went out there with Lindsay one night. I don't know if we were like.
Did it have the pentagram on it?
No, dude. There was kids partying at like.
Oh yeah.
Like I've been there when it has been busy, but the time we went, they were like high school to college kids partying in the parking lot, and I mean shitloads of people.
Yeah.
Then there's the Paranormal Society that you pay to host a tour on the bridge, and they try to contact spirits. But the thing is the place is so overrun with people, you ain't contacting shit.
Right.
And then there's other little circles of teenagers that think they're contacting shit, along with people walking up and down the bridge. Dude, it was so busy that I took a side trail to go piss down by the creek that somebody came down the side trail while I was fucking pissing. Like, and it was not like it was a trail just easily marked. But yeah, ever since they've been there, like somebody talked about going because the Paranormal Society still hosts tours there, right?
Yeah.
And somebody posted somebody I work with posted. I think her name's Melinda. Her and her husband wanted to go, and I got on the Facebook. I was like, look, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but here's what's really going down there. Ghost Adventures has ruined this place. Blah 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 blah. If you want to go on a weeknight, I'd be happy to go, and you don't have to pay a fee, and we can go out there. But you know as well as I do, Devin, we've been out there multiple times by ourselves and with people, and we ain't seen shit.
Yep.
We've tried the worst thing we've seen is a fucking armadillo trying to cross the fucking bridge.
That I tried to pick up by his tail, and then somebody said something about him having leprosy or whatever. And I was like, well, fuck that. I ain't touching
Their
this motherfucker.
claws ain't no joke either, dude.
Yeah.
Not that they are like aggressive animals, but yeah. But the thing is none of us were stopping him. But that's because they're blind. They're almost blind. He probably is like, fuck it, I got to get over the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
I remember hearing it too. We were like, what is that noise? We heard it for
I know.
at least a good solid minute before he made it to us. Yeah, no, man. It's graffitied out.
Yeah.
It's completely like vandalized, all kinds of shit, dude. It ain't what it used to be. You know, I had some friends that used to fucking jump off that bridge into that creek.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the smartest thing in the world, but yeah, they used to. There's your shot, Devin. Up on the thing.
Oh my God, bro. That's 3 shots.
Well, I mean,
That's 1. That's 2. That's 3.5.
why are you lying to me? Here, let me catch up. Hold on.
Holy hell.
Don't lie to the audience, bro. I didn't do that.
Oh my God.
Cheers to Patrick.
Cheers, Patrick. Ugh.
You got this,
Get
Devin.
well.
You got this. Even though this is the harsh ass fucking. Oh, you're right. That's like 3. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Kids, don't do this at home.
Oh.
No, I'm
Oh.
good.
Pepsi?
Oh.
Oh my God.
Devin, show him the new children's book I wrote. That's what. Yes, hey, Kayla, I agree. The Demon House was really good, but the problem with it is he insisted that, and he hasn't taken the glasses off since that episode, since he shot that. He said that whatever affected him in that house,
Uh-huh.
the house has a lot of history. Okay, it's out of Gary, Indiana. And a lot of people insisted that it was like a portal to hell because a lot of shit has happened in that house. But the ironic part is after he bought the house, shot the film, and went through supposedly whatever he went through, and he had several people quit on top of that. But whatever he went through, he fucking bulldozed the house after the movie was released. So I'm kind of that's another place. But he insists that whatever there was there affected because he stayed the night there by himself. Affected him so bad that he now has to wear prism glasses, which I don't know if you've seen him in his glasses. Like they are pretty fucking thick.
Yeah, I saw those.
And he has, and I will say, I haven't seen an episode since Demon House of him where he hasn't worn those glasses. Now I don't know if he just one day decided to switch from contacts to glasses, but there's the movie he did that movie / documentary, whatever you want to call it. It was pretty good. But I've lost a lot of faith in that show just because I've done research on the people that left the original show because the originator, Nick Groth, was the one who actually originated. He was the one who called Zach and Aaron and said, hey, here's what's going on. Here's what I want to do.
Right.
Discovery got them on, and about, 10 seasons into it, they started asking them to embellish and
over dramatize
and then have people in the background and in other rooms making noises, et cetera, et cetera. And it's one of the reasons Nick left the show. So it was actually Nick's brainchild. It was not fucking Zach in the first place.
I know, and that's when I used to like the show. It was back when Nick, and I used to like Nick, and then this guy came in, and I was like, who's this?
Well, they all were on it. Nick was just, Zach was you see Zach, he's easy because especially back then, like taking his shirt off, he was working out all the time.
Yep.
Which he's gotten a lot smaller. I don't know if he doesn't work out anymore or what the deal is, but the thing is he was able to sell the show because he was such a character. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And that's what got that show the launch. But when they started faking shit, Nick was like, I can't be part of this anymore. And he ended up believing, like, if you dig enough interviews, Nick won't go into major detail about it because he's just, focusing on himself and the paranormal industry. But that's one of the reasons he left the show. And they went their separate ways. And there's a lot of paranormal people out there that are like full society that do not like Zach at all.
Yeah.
They
I'm one of them, but I'm not a part of the society. Although I will say this. So my cousin, Brandon, he's out of New York. He started in New York Spirit, which is an acronym, actually. It actually stands for something, and I forget off the top of my head what it was. So he knew that I have, obviously almost 30 years of God damn, I'm old
Of-
of
of bullshit.
yes, bullshit, Photoshop experience and stuff like that. And he's like, he started submitting some of the images that his crew captured, and so he sent them to me, and I look at them and I go, okay, first of all, this has been doctored, and I said, second of all, here's how they did it. It's one thing to say that something's been doctored, but then I showed him using Photoshop like how they doctored it.
That's why, like with the electronic voice phenomena, the EVPs.
Yeah.
That's why when I watch it on TV, even with like the old show like Ghost Hunters, that's why Ghost Hunters didn't last, because they didn't sensationalize. That's what American TV wants. They want to sensationalize. That's why
Yeah.
Ghost Adventures is on for 20 plus seasons.
That's one of the reasons when I got into acting and stuff, why I can't watch reality TV, because I never realized that it's nothing about it is real.
Because
It's all
ghost hunting,
scripted. It's all
90%, well, I say 80 to 85% of ghost hunting is boring as fuck. That's why Ghost Hunters, after 4 or 5 seasons, was dropped, because they were doing like, they'd catch some stuff here and there, but then there'd be like 2 or 3 episodes where they didn't find shit.
You remember that show called Paranormal Society? Fuck, it was a great show. It was before the Zach show. I might have been Paranormal State. I don't know. Anyway, I used to love that show, dude. They went everywhere, and it wasn't over dramatized.
Ghost Hunters did that too, but the thing is that's why they didn't last. They were like,
who was Taps? Do you remember Taps?
That's Ghost Hunters.
Okay,
that's Jason Hawes and
that's the original one.
Yeah,
weren't they out of San Antonio? There was one that was out of San Antonio.
There was one out of San Antonio. They were Taps, which is transatlantic parents, so they're on the east coast of things. But
the one that so I know from experience, there's a lot of fucked up shit going on in New York, Pennsylvania, because I've experienced it myself.
Well, especially up towards Massachusetts too, Boston and all that, witches and all that shit.
Well, you got to look at where we founded and where we built.
The northeast has got all kinds of bullshit.
That's why you can't go to like California when shit.
I mean, we got witches, we've got this and that, we've got killing Indians. You know what I'm saying? Like Indian burial grounds.
Yep.
You have all that where we first colonized, as they call us, colonizers.
Yeah. Which basically means we raped and pillaged, got rid of everybody.
Well, so did the Vikings, and nobody, and now we're finding out how smart Vikings are, even though they raped and pillaged. So, but I mean that's where a lot of that shit comes from, is on that side of things. But that show didn't last because by the 6th and 7th season, you had already I've already seen this. I've already seen this 80 times already. Like
I've already been to this same spot,
and even
5 other companies, 5 other shows.
5 other shows, exact same thing. Now, even with that show, like, you got to understand, when you're watching electronic voice phenomenon on TV, like, I know how to use Adobe Edit and Cool Edit and whatever they used to call it back in the day. And I've recognized that program when they would use it on there. You can manipulate fucking sounds and put it all together as one track, dude. Like when you're going and recording now, when they're playing it back live and they catch something, I get that. I can.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, they'll go back and play something, and you can manipulate that program so well that you could hide a voice in there and
bro, with deepfakes, you can do all sorts of shit.
Well, we're talking
anybody look like Tom Cruise.
This is years ago though.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? This is back when I first went to broadcast. We're talking like 07, like in between 07 and 09.
Bro, if you saw what I was working on today, it'd blow your fucking mind.
So then that's what I mean. Like, you can manipulate that shit. Like this dude that I went to that taught my school when we were doing commercials and shit. Mm-hmm. He's like, he taught us imaging, through sound, imaging through sound. He took a fucking water bottle and ran a pencil on it and like double clicked like 5 or 6 little settings, and then all of a sudden, dude, it was like this crazy background sound and then he fucking within 10 minutes had this bed for a commercial, and off a plastic bottle, a couple things he grabbed in the room because he knew how to use it for sound imaging. Mm-hmm. And so, like, if you can do that with a fucking plastic bottle and a pencil, imagine what you can do if I was like, help me. You know what I mean? And like, you tone it down and you take it out of voice contact. Like, now the spirit box, those things, I don't know. I can't explain that. I feel like with spirit boxes, you're catching little words on radio stations, but they say it moves too fast for you to do that. So I don't know.
Yeah. So what I was working on today, I was actually telling Kayla about it earlier today. So with AI, you can literally type in exactly what you want, and it will make the image.
Yeah.
And I was fucking around with it all day today. I was like, in between like meetings and work.
AI is awesome and scary at the same time.
Oh yeah, dude. Trust me, in the wrong hands, it can be very, 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 very scary. But I literally,
That's the problem.
I was testing it, man.
Even in the right hands,
Mhm.
depending on what they're like, they may have good intentions,
Yeah.
but once it gets to a smart enough level,
Mhm.
doesn't matter if it's in the right hands at a certain point. That's the problem with it.
Well, there needs to be like a kill switch, basically, is what needs to happen.
What if that's the whole thing is what if the intelligence gets smart enough to disable the kill switch? That's the problem.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know, bro. I'm talking to somebody that's been working in
Like,
this field for years.
I was looking through my memories, right? And
Yeah.
I posted this thing, and then we're talking like 4 years ago, and I haven't looked this thing up, but they made this little rover,
Mhm.
like yay big,
Mhm.
and they programmed it with AI. And what the AI's programming is to avoid humans at all costs.
Mhm.
They were not supposed to do whatnot. And the thing is, this thing did so well. After 6 months, it figured out how to shut off its fucking tracker, and they could no longer find it. I haven't followed it up, but
Yeah.
I've read the story and shit.
Mhm.
And this motherfucker is like, you know what? You guys programmed me not to find you, not be able to find me. And he fucking threw a middle finger up, shut his fucking GPS off, and said, "Suck my dick." And the thing is the machinery was not supposed to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So. And the thing is like, what happens when we create something that's so intelligent that it disables our kill switch, whether it's an actual switch or not?
I will tell you.
Like, do I need to go detonate an EMP like over the country to kill this thing? You know what I mean? That's
the thing is, it's going to be so intelligent it can deactivate it. That's
you know what I'm saying? Before it hits, like,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's like
and it, like,
satellite beam up. Guess I'm still going, bitches.
I really want to make a movie about AI, like not like the robot one that Will Smith, not that cheese dick type shit, but like
Terminator's AI. That, you know what I'm saying? And that was made back in the fucking 80s.
Yeah.
And that was AI. I know, I get, but it's still. There have been every single movie we've truly made about true AI has been like there's been some kind of death involved in it, like from the human race.
So, Kayla, what I was referring to is not so much AI, but it's called neural learning. So, basically the machine teaches itself.
Yep.
So AI is just a artificial intelligence. That's great and everything,
It's a catalyst.
but AI, the way AI works is it takes in data sets. So you supply it with all these different data sets, and then it basically formulates decisions based on the data sets. The way neural linking and what Elon's trying to is it's self-learning. So it doesn't need data sets. So it's not going to take in all this information that you supply it. It's literally going to learn like a human does. And the crazy part is there's no differentiation between the way humans, because the way we develop and the way we work, we use our past experiences and past
Emotions.
They have emotions now too.
They do, but are they truly emotions or are they programmed? Because logic with AI supersedes emotions.
But here's where I'm going. But that's why I'm talking about the neural link side of things. So AI, yes, is based on a data set. They wouldn't have emotions, but based on a neural self-learning, it's different.
Okay, so how would, even with the self-learning, how would it be able to different? Obviously, because we're our own worst enemy. We even know that. Looking at like at you and me and looking at society right now, you and me talking and looking at what we're doing to the fucking world.
Mhm.
You know, we know we're one of our own worst enemies. How does any kind of artificial intelligence that's main goal is for self-preservation, because artificial intelligence, like intelligence in general, wants to persevere.
Yeah.
How does it separate from that, like from that feeling of like, okay, humans and humans are flawed and they are going to, how do you stop AI from doing that? Where do you put empathy into that programming, and how does AI, even with that, because it's still a robot at the end of the day.
I know where you're going with this. And yes, that is a great question. Yes. It is a very, very good question. And I do have an answer for it. Oh God. So yes, with the way neural linking and stuff, and using AI and machine learning and that sort of thing, it will come to a point where it realizes that humans are obsolete and that we are actually slowing the progress and progression of the machine and the learning, because what they can do in 10 years would take us 100,000 years to even remotely get to that point.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The way do you combat it is that you have the AI, the machine or whatever, teach the humans so that we progress at the same level in incremental learning, just like we learned when we were kids. You didn't just get thrown all this information all at once, right? You
Fair
learned
enough.
through
Okay.
through
Okay.
through the ages. So by what I meant by kill switch and what I meant by it needs to have milestones. So basically you get to this plateau, right? Well, then that machine needs to teach the human why and how it, does what it does. And then as it gets to the next progression and the next stage, then it needs to teach. And then all of a sudden we'll realize that English is no longer, because AI is to the point right now, it can read your thoughts. I don't know if you know this or not.
Or well, it can,
You don't even have to communicate with it. It knows what you're thinking in your head.
well, you mean when you say it knows, you mean it can predict the outcome?
No, it knows literally what you're thinking. Like right now,
Based on what, though?
based on its learning,
What-
learning abilities. So imagine, I'll give you an example so that you can relate it to human sense. Imagine somebody that's around you 24/7, right? They're going to know your ins and outs. They're going to know when you go to the bathroom. They're going to know when you do this. They're going to know when you do that. They're going to know based on your eyes, based on your facial, and based on your lips and everything else. But here's where it gets even more scary is they can tell based on your breath, based on the way you smell, based on other sensories that we don't have.
Who's programming with olfactory nerves? What the fuck?
They can do that already. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. They're already like,
We gotta stop playing God. I'm not saying like I don't know. I can't definitively sit here and tell you there's definitely a God. My faith says yes.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
But we gotta stop playing God, dude. Like even
But
with what you're saying, like we're still gonna fuck ourselves, dude. Like
Yeah. But here's so 95% accuracy.
Patrick, this is an accurate show note based on
For
your
Patrick.
drawings. All right, this is how I feel about AI.
Dick fingers.
This is how Patrick.
One big dick finger.
This is exactly how Patrick's sketches look of the movie.
Yep. So Kayla says errors in AI at the end of the day all pertains with repetition. If it's not a repetitive or widget type of work or field, AI will always need to be QC'd by a human. That's where I'm talking about AI is different than neural learning and that sort of thing. Oh yeah, so Patrick wants me to show you his children's book.
Yeah, I know he's been saying that. I said that earlier.
I know. I'm sorry.
We're just ignoring our co-host, man, and he's in dire straits right now. We need to be like listening to what he's saying, bro.
All right, here you go.
I thought my dick finger was funny, but I still think we need. We don't need to. You know what, Patrick? I take it back, dude. You're in the hospital and you're gonna be talking shit. Well, I got like, man, what the?
He's sending images from the bedside.
I'm,
from the
you know what,
hospital
dude?
bed.
I'm gonna find the biggest supply of salt and I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna buy a fucking 2-pack.
All of a sudden, I hear beep beep beep. Motherfucker's
Dumbass
dumping
Andy and his stupid unicorn with a magical horn. Wait. That doesn't even make sense, dude. That you know what?
It should say that he smokes.
I was going to give him credit. I really was, but the magical unicorn that he smoked, I don't smoke a unicorn's horn. If there's a unicorn for real, I wouldn't. Have you not seen Legend with Tom Cruise and fucking Tim Curry? If I kill the last unicorn, our world's going to hell. Jesus, I smoked the unicorns, fucking. Dude, did you even write the story or did you come up with a stupid ass title? God damn it. It's about as bad as your news reading. Shit. You wanna go? Don't go to war with me, sir. I try to have your back. Try to lead with empathy, not sympathy. Like you're like, you know what? It sucks. You know, we're here for you, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, Patrick, I feel sorry for you. I feel bad for you. I don't feel sorry for you because you're very capable of doing shit. Total, is that even a fucking word?
I think it's supposed to be title.
Man, they must have some
Title, bitch.
on some good drugs, man. Title, bitch.
Hey, maybe AI and,
If you're
neural learning
hey,
is taking over.
it's only title. If you're gonna come with a joke, you better come with the whole joke, not half-ass that shit. Boy, you know I got an arsenal ready for you. Shit. God damn it. Get me started. I'm sitting here. I got your little. I won't call it a vibrator, but we know what it looks like. I think they call it a rabbit. Isn't that what ladies call rabbit? See, look, watch what happens. See, watch.
Kayla knows.
Look, watch.
Does your rabbit have pearls?
You can hear it as it gets closer. Watch. See?
It's terrible. This show just went off
Ooh,
the rails.
I need some hand sanitizer. Fuck. What the fuck? Ah.
Yeah, throw some shit on it. It's all good.
Fucking jizz llama.
Dude, that fucking peanut butter bullshit.
What about it? I feel great.
God.
I feel like a whole new man.
Fuck, I don't need 4 of them in one glass.
I will say we did a few of them. Was it last week with Julio?
Julio, yeah.
Julio.
I keep wanting to say Julian because I have a couple friends named Julian.
You know what,
man?
Like, I wish he'd tune in till the nights when we're wild and crazy and shit.
Yeah, I don't think
he was like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
I don't think he was in store ready for.
Well, no, he was, but wasn't. Like,
yeah,
he's. You got to understand when he says victims or did he say no? He did survivors. Survivors have dark. Survivor humor is fucking dark.
Oh yeah.
There's some shit that you like. I could probably take as a joke. That again, there's some that I can't.
Right.
You know, but that you'd be like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, that explains all the mama jokes and shit when you were young.
No, that just came natural. I don't know how to describe that. Like I really am in some cases a fucked up individual. I will not deny that. Like I have a big heart, but I have a fucked up brain. like for real. You know, I can't help it. I don't know why the thing. Maybe it's a defense mechanism. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But
yeah,
I've learned that I'm to this point. You know, I'm 40 years old. About to be 42 years old. I'm probably not going to change too much outside of my professionalism, you know, when it comes to work. My personality is probably going to stay what it is. I think I kind of had a breakthrough last week when I was like, you know what? I stopped probably maturing at like 13, 14. Like, you know, it's like maybe that really did stop me. But like at the same time, you know, like I got a fucked up sense of humor and a fucked up brain, but I got a good heart. I promise you I ain't going to fucking molest your kids. That's just gross.
Oh, man.
And not just because I know it's wrong and it's disgusting and it's crazy, but because it happened to me.
Right.
Like, you know, I'd love to be an advocate out there fighting, but that's not my call. My call is to make people laugh.
Well, honestly, like on Monday, like when that happened, I was almost like, is this like my calling? Like, because with Julio
and you've been through other stuff. You've helped out on other things too.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm part of the. It's going to be okay. I was doing all their filming and marketing and photography and all that sort of stuff. Just because, but how that happened was because
like
of another project.
I'm part of like it's going to be okay as long as Biden gets out. That's the project I'm part of.
Hey, I just want to make sure that what he does and if he does, like we get somebody that's competent and that.
Well, you know,
that is not corrupt. That's the hardest part.
Well, you know,
Kayla for president.
I'm gonna flat out like, and I know everybody's seen the memes that raid that.
Kayla will be like a nail salon on every corner.
If you know, I'm kidding. You know, I'm not a starch Republican. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm very middle of the road. I lean more right than I do left, just because of certain things that I like. Okay, but this whole like. If the Democrats didn't lose face after fucking raiding Donald Trump's fucking home in Mar-a-Lago, I don't care what they think or what they project that the reason they did it, dude. Whatever, that wasn't right, dude.
What wasn't right?
You didn't hear about the FBI raiding?
Oh yeah. What wasn't right?
That wasn't right, bro.
Why?
Because they still haven't come out with why we actually did this.
Yeah, they did. 15 boxes. You didn't hear about this? It's been 6 months ago. 15 boxes of
what?
Classified documents.
Of what? Of
Dude,
what?
they found documents in the toilet. Dude, this was
that
6
are
months
of
ago.
What are they of?
Classified documents. You didn't hear classified?
That's what I'm saying. They're classified. They're classified because the FBI and
You want to hear something funny about that? Because they played news clips of Hillary, and it was a complete 180. They said Hillary, they're doing da 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 da, and then all of a sudden with Trump, it's a complete 180. Like they're doing the exact opposite, saying, "Oh, that's wrong," blah blah blah. But with Hillary, they said nobody's above the law, blah 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 blah.
Why did
they go after her emails?
Why
and
did we raid Trump's pad? Why? What
you
was
know,
the why?
I just told you 3 times.
Why?
He took 15 boxes of classified information. He flushed documents.
What information are they saying that he flushed, though? That's what I'm saying.
Classified.
Yeah, it's classified, which is a load of bullshit, dude.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. We can't tell you what he flushed, but we just say he flushed something, so we're gonna.
No, it's classified documents. They literally are stamped with classification. Do you not know what?
Doesn't matter, dude.
Do you understand the levels of classification?
That's a scapegoat as fuck. We can't tell you because it's classified.
No, that's not what they said.
This is my political opponent, so I'm going to smear him like everybody else does. I'm not saying I'm not saying I want the man.
Lay off of Fox News, guys. Lay off of Fox.
I'm not saying
you and Patrick and all y'all stay off of fucking Fox.
So because it's classified, we had to go raid his pad. That makes no sense at all.
No, because they're documents that
prove what? What are we proving? What did we go after him for? Classified. What is classified? Why is it classified? Because it's Trump?
Government security, top security.
We're
talking.
They didn't specify that.
Again,
classified documents. It's a level. Let me speak. It's a level of classification of security levels. There's hold on. There's classified.
Stop. Let me
there's
hear him.
Classified. There's top secret.
Okay.
There's multiple layers.
I get that.
Depending on the, because I have classified and top secret. There's levels above top secret. You can ask my dad. He has the levels.
So again,
the classification, those classified documents, they're low level. They're not high level. They're not top secret. They're not above top secret.
So that's what I'm saying. The Democrats can at least release the subject. Well, this is national security.
But they have to
say so and so.
They have to get the documents back to tell you what they were. They don't have them. That's the problem. They noticed there's 15 boxes missing from the White House.
They said they seized them. They said they left his house with 15 boxes of documents
from the White House,
and that's not from Fox.
To Mar-a-Lago. This happened 6 or 7, almost a year ago.
No. The story I just read, not from Fox, said they left his house with 15
Mar-a-Lago.
boxes. Yes. They literally found 15 boxes of documents already.
6 to 8 months ago, what I'm trying to explain to you is that the Library of Congress, who is the one that stamps the fucking, whether it's classified or not, said, we're missing 15 boxes. And you know what? They went and hired plumbers and shit, and they realized that the fucking pipes and shit were broke or clogged up. And he fucking literally ate.
You're gonna literally see that they aren't gonna prove shit on this one again. It's just like they couldn't prove shit on. I'm not saying that Donald Trump isn't corrupt. You know that I don't believe that.
Right.
Okay, but the thing is that the what they've done, and because they can't release a why or any explanation.
They can't
truthfully,
now. It's an investigation, just like any.
They can. The White House. The White House could save face on this. They really could, and they are not.
What would you want them to do, Andy? Okay, let's play devil's advocate.
You don't understand.
You want them to say he stole documents about Area 51?
You're not getting what I'm saying.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm asking.
They have not saved face. Therefore, they just put another nail in their fucking coffin.
Save face? How? You're not listening.
Because they have not released. They can say that they found classified documents or whatnot, but if you can't say that definitively, this is why we're going after Donald Trump.
That's what they said. 15 boxes of classified information,
but they can't give the American public the fact that you're okay with them saying we can't tell with the American public that we have any idea what we're going after.
No, they know exactly what I just told you 8 months ago.
No, they don't.
8 months ago, I'll fucking send you the article.
You can say what you want, but the thing is still the Democrats.
The Library of fucking Congress said we're missing 15 documents. It took 6 months to gather.
And how do you know they're fucking telling the truth, dude? How do you definitively know that they're telling
the truth? The Library of Congress, just so you know, just the education, they house all the documents.
If you think that isn't corrupt there, if you think the government arm...
So these 15 boxes just magically disappeared and ended up in Mar-a-Lago, and there's no reason to investigate.
Supposedly disappeared. They have no fucking proof, dude.
Yes, they do.
It's somebody's word. Yeah, they came out and said, you know how much bullshit they tell us on a daily basis that's truthful?
Oh my God.
all day long.
So you're telling me that the Library of Congress and all of this does not have documentation of what they have and don't have? They don't have inventory. You fucking high.
There's no.
You're
they
fucking
have
high.
not. They have not released any kind of articles A, B, and C that are classified as what released. They have nothing.
You think? Wait. Did you just say they release classified documents?
You know the thing is.
Did you just say that they release classified
being
documents?
able to say, oh, by the way, so and so has classified documents. You know how biggest that as much as we get lied to on a regular basis by this current administration.
Well, we get lied to not just by them, but government all.
Yes,
together.
but the current administration, I'm sorry, dude, is the worst administration we've had in the U.S. fucking history.
Yeah.
Trump, you can hate him all you want, but at least we were starting to climb out of an economic hole that we just got put back in. $369 billion fucking a clean energy bill that's fucking full of shit. 78 new fucking IRS agents. You can tell me all you want, but when I hear them say classified, I see another scapegoat. It's no different than the Republicans saying the same thing about the Democrats.
At the end of the day,
it's just like
I don't swing one way or the other.
Hillary's
So I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat.
Hillary's emails that we couldn't find. Those were classified documents, and yet somehow we still say they were able to put a subject around what she deleted.
Well, yeah, and they found
they can't do it.
Was
They
on
have not they have not put a fucking subject around what Trump supposedly stole.
Dude, it
They said
just
they're
happened.
classified.
You
We
gotta
can't talk
wait.
to you.
You gotta wait. It's time will tell. Just wait. Just wait.
And he's going to walk at just like everything else they've thrown at him. He's unfortunately going to walk off into the sunset, flipping his middle finger off, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They aren't going to find shit, dude.
They will. Trust me.
The only thing
They
that
will.
dude is guilty of is not
I guarantee
paying.
I tell you, I bet the goddamn house on it.
The
They'll
only
find
thing
some
that
shit.
that dude sucks
What y'all
at
don't
is not
see
paying
is there-
taxes.
What you don't see, which the way he got audited for that too, and he has to prove his taxes, so he's about to go to jail for that too. On top of
Lindsay said balls.
what y'all don't
Donald
understand,
Trump ain't seen a day of jail time.
what
That's
you don't
whatever.
understand, and how the system works is they're not going to get him for one case, they're not going to get him for two, they're not going to get him for three, they're going to get a
They're not
whole
going to get him.
litmus. And they're not going to show you their fucking cards because that would be stupid as a
Because their
fucking court.
cards are made up. Because the Democratic Party is fucking in charge.
That's how
Their
you see
cards are absolutely made up.
That's how you say
They are run. The FBI is run by fucking liberals. It's beyond fucking evident, dude. That's what I'm saying. The FBI is run by and controlled by fucking Democrats. I'm not a starch Republican
Where
by
did you
any
get this
means.
information?
Oh my God, dude! The person that was running to lead the FBI was a fucking staunch fucking liberal. He's the one that botched the fucking Waco thing when all those kids got fucking killed.
Mhm.
Dude, that's the ATF. But yes,
That's ATF,
the
yeah.
FBI has gone so fucking liberal, it's not even funny.
Where's your facts?
They
Where's
are
the
a
proof
joke
on
of an
that?
organization. If this is not,
But no, you can't argue that there's no facts and then say a blanketed statement and not have any facts to back it up.
the
that's a
FBI has become a
hypocrisy.
liberal organization.
That's hypocrisy.
They
You can't make an argument and then not have any
Yeah,
backing for
they're
your
no-
argument.
they're-
That's what I'm saying.
Where are your documents then? Where are your sources?
I'm telling you, I can prove plenty. I can send them.
And
that aren't
all they're going to say
aren't
is these
CNN.
documents are classified. Ain't shit going to come from this.
No, I'm gonna send
Dude,
you.
they have continuously
Okay.
thrown shit at this man, and it has not stuck. He's
Because-
walked away every
Do
single.
you not
fucking
understand?
time.
Understand something. All of these court cases are running congruent. You know what that means? They're still going on.
Hillary, we have proof that
Hillary's
she,
over
That's what I'm saying. Though.
This is
She
current.
walked away. If you think
Current.
Trump's not going to walk away and Hillary's able to,
because they know
crazy.
Hillary kill people.
what?
They know Hillary, the Clintons kill people.
Exactly. You think Trump won't walk down that line?
Hey, there's no classified documents that Hillary Clinton the Clintons kill people, right?
No, it's not classified. It's public knowledge.
They killed Epstein.
They killed Epstein. It's public knowledge.
They probably killed Wine. Wait, no. He's
Why is
still
he
alive.
still alive?
He's going to be dead soon. I don't know. He was probably on the island also with Trump. I think Trump was on the island.
Hey, Lindsay, I love you with your peaches and titties.
She put balls. She put
Way
balls
to
up there,
diffuse
too.
the situation. I
She
love
put
it.
balls up there too.
And balls. Yeah, Kayla already said that earlier. You did. Somebody did.
But I'm telling you, like both parties, they're trying to throw shit at each other, and they ain't gonna prove nothing.
Here's the problem. At the end of the day, we're stuck in the middle. We don't have a dog in the fight because
Because it depends on who you vote for.
No, it doesn't, because I
it
voted for
doesn't.
Joe Jorgensen last round, and my voice wasn't heard.
Kayla, you're starting another.
My voice wasn't heard. I didn't vote.
Kayla's over here sprinkling fire.
I didn't vote for either candidate, and I guarantee you, my voice was not fucking heard.
Ashley says, replying to Patrick Martin, I'm guessing you keep things in order.
No, he'd be on my side right now.
Yeah, he would.
100%.
Hey, I don't care if I'm me against the world. I don't give a fuck. I'm never going to,
What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, I know that time will reveal the truth, and that's all that matters.
Oh, lick my balls, Patrick. You be on my more on my side. You say no all you want. You're just saying that because it's fucking me.
Yeah, right?
He's like, anything Andy says, I'm going to say the
I'll
opposite.
say the exact opposite.
Salt. You think Kayla's salty? You're a salty.
See, I don't like.
I got double salt tonight.
I don't even like either party. So, like, to me, it's like it's not really an argument. But
I don't like either party. I like DeSantis. I don't know what to say. The man has balls and he doesn't have to tweet about it.
Right?
He's not on social media, and you're not going to be able to raid his fucking pad. I would be happy if Trump wouldn't run.
Lindsay says Patrick just sits back and eats snacks while I argue.
No,
and it sprinkles salt.
It's usually me and Patrick arguing.
I know it is.
Yeah. Damn it, Patrick!
Damn it, Patrick!
Gave us both a target without you here, and we're targeting each other. Fuck you. Where are you at? Devin's independent.
Target blocker.
I'm as independent as I possibly can be. That's why I said, she's like, it's who you vote for. And I'm like, no, I voted for Joe Jorgensen because I don't like Trump and I didn't feel comfortable voting for him again. And my voice was not heard. I'll tell you that right now. I voted for,
I'm voting for me on my own.
Who I would have voted
on my
for?
own goddamn island.
You know who I would have voted for?
What?
Do y'all remember that candidate that was on? He was getting interviewed, and they're like, there has been studies to link cannabis to heart or something and whatnot, and he pretended to have a heart attack on stage.
No, I never heard about that.
I forget what his name was. If anybody can remember him, please shout him out. But he was a dude. He was in an interview, and because he was like libertarian or something, he's very pro pot.
Yeah.
And they asked him, like, it's been connected. There's, there's been things to say that we can, cause heart problems. And he literally was like, and this is a public, not like a small venue.
Yeah.
And he fucking falls over on stage and then starts laughing, gets up and starts laughing at her. like, yeah, that's my guy right there. Like, that's my dude. That's who I would vote for because I want a comedian in fucking office because this is all a big fucking joke.
Problem is when you get
it's not really, but when
you get a good leader that actually stands up for something, like let's say JFK, then they get assassinated, and that's the unfortunate.
There's
reality.
so much money behind the party lines that we'll never get an independent. We'll never get somebody outside of party lines,
and that's the problem, and that's what I hate about the whole system.
And the thing is when it comes to party lines, yes, you have your people that are closer to the middle of the road, but then you have your outskirts that are far left and far right. Far right make up just as much shit as the far left. They make it now. Does the far left look crazier? Yes, they do because they're louder about it. The far right still makes up just as sensational bullshit fucking stories. And
so I'm gonna give you this analogy. So like our parents when they were raising us or whatever, they're like, I'm not gonna do what my parents did. So they do the fucking polar opposite, right? They swing all the way to the opposite end of the spectrum. This is kind of what's happening with society and everything else. They're like, well, I don't like what this is doing, so I'm going to swing the fucking polar opposite instead of just like, hey, let's kind of fucking find a middle ground. And like, let's learn and figure out a way to meet in the fucking middle. Instead of swinging one way or the other. Like, why can't we just come to a fucking common ground in the center? And it goes back to parenting. It goes back to a lot of other things. But it's
know why we can't? Because when you go to Washington and you go in those buildings, there's no middle.
I know.
There's the right and there's the left. There is no middle. There's no middle sections for these people. They're like, you know what? I'm libertarian or I'm independent. There's no section for those people that is like, I refuse to identify.
It was exactly to their party or their needs or
what I'm worried about? What's more beneficial to these nuts? Okay, and you know what? He was actually a candidate. These nuts in the states. They did a whole thing, and there was a candidate that was named D's Nuts. You got to Google that shit.
Oh, dude,
and people actually voted for that person.
I would. I know. Yeah,
I don't like Trump. I don't want him to run again. I saw the whole little fucking thing he did at the golf course the other day. When are you going to announce you're running? He's like, you're going to be really happy and really surprised very soon. And like, no, fuck no. DeSantis, when are you going to run it? I'm going to run and smash Donald Trump into the fucking ground because that dude is a dipshit.
arrogance over like
I take intelligence over anything. I'm sorry. He has no intelligence. Zero.
No, it's not that he has zero intelligence. That he's a petulant child.
Well, that's the same thing.
Dude, man made money. You can say he evaded taxes all you want, but the dude fucking made
But he
bank,
He
dude.
bankrupted a fucking casino. Never in the history has anybody bankrupted a goddamn
But if you
casino.
still look up his value, it's billions of dollars. Like, you know what I mean? He's done something, right?
You're
Like,
about to find out that that's all a lie. Wait till those tax fucking shit comes out.
so
Wait
what?
till that shit comes
You're
out.
right.
You'll see.
He's not paying his taxes. What do you want me
It
to
has
say
nothing to do
about
with
that?
They're paying the taxes. You're gonna find fraud on a huge financial level. Because here's the thing. Here's the way the financial and here's the way gains work and in investments and all that sort of stuff, capital gains and all that. You can't claim a loss on a property and then take a profit from that same fucking property, Mar-a-Lago, all of his golf courses and all that shit.
Like that has nothing to do with what he was
Fuck Trump.
He's a fraud. That's the problem.
like fighting it.
But I still don't think he's going down. Fuck Trump, but I don't think he's going down.
He's going down. Nothing's over with until the final gavel has hit the fucking
I didn't even vote.
pulpit. It's not done.
Like either one of them.
Kayla, why don't you come over here and we'll fire up a mic for you.
Yeah, loud mouth.
I know. Look,
You got us started.
Even
Oh, wait.
Lindsay's like, you need a cordless mic for Kayla so she can talk, but doesn't have to be on camera. I don't have the third camera on. You can talk.
Yo, bitches.
I don't have the third camera on. You can talk.
You're
without
talking about capital gains. This is what I'm
D's.
talking about.
capital D's nuts.
Hold on. Show notes.
Yes, Kayla, you're absolutely right. America is all about greed. That's the unfortunate nature of it. And here's the thing. I will stand behind whoever puts
I stand behind these.
these hairy,
That's the worst
hairy
sack
nuts.
you've ever seen. But I'm working
with
with what I got.
seagulls.
Yes.
Seagulls flying around.
Is that what those? Oh shit, they are. I didn't get enough curlicues. I mean, the ones down here.
Birds flying around the nutsack.
The storms are coming in from the east. Is this how they do it on the television?
Yeah, this is
Oh, like, there we go.
Patrick do the weather like this.
Like,
drawing.
it's opposite. So,
Storm.
like, I can't. You know,
Windy.
hey, babies come from here. Shit, there we go.
In this vicinity.
There we go.
Oh
Right
my
there.
God. So we
I don't
covered
know where I'm
insurance.
touching shit.
We covered judicial system.
And these
and
nuts.
these nuts.
We're about on par for this
Oh
show.
my God.
Man, it's nice to be back to normal after a bunch of shows of very good subjects, but definitely heart touching and
Very
serious subjects.
yeah, very serious. But I mean, it was good that even though we were tackling serious subject matters, that we still like brought comedy.
Yeah, we found
still,
humor in it, especially
know,
that first show.
Yeah, especially you talking about with Tara Woodley?
No, the
daughter
one
or-
before that.
Who's that?
Wait, was that Tara? Who was that was the first one with
Oh, Dixie.
Oh yes, with the daughter. You're right.
Yeah, Dixie was the
Dixie,
first
Dixie,
one.
yeah, that
Dixie
one.
was the first one, and then Tara Woodley, and then Julio.
Tara was a very good show because we stayed pretty serious most of the show. Julio or Julio, we were very we had a very good strike of a balance. We were very serious and laughing at the same time.
Right. Yeah, it was definitely.
It's good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Squirrels. Oh, you have no idea. Hey, can Ashley, if you can somehow get us some pet squirrels, that'd be great. We can have them running
Pet
around.
squirrels running around.
Sugar gliders are sugar gliders are legal to own, and they'll jump from like mic to mic. We like squirrel. Oh, like it would fit the
Literally.
fucking show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Thanks, Lindsay. Next time you're here, my I'm not camera worthy. I'm not camera. Man, y'all
It's
got
supposed to be,
to
"I'm not
proofread
right now."
these comments before.
They just
fucking
hit send.
post it.
Fuck it.
Looking
They'll
like
translate it on the air.
looking like Patrick trying to read a news story and shit.
Putting words that aren't there.
Oh shit! My bad.
Ashley said, "Ha, my child would fight you to keep them."
The squirrels are sugar gliders.
Probably. I don't know. Which
Ashley, what you do? The key is you don't take them. Oh fuck you! Hey, that means his podcast is up to date. He's not got the delay. Good job. Way to stay up to date, Patrick. That's what I'm talking about. That's out of norm. But anyway, um, you're about to get your shit back. My shit back. What shit? What? My story that you only read a title for and you couldn't even follow through, and the title was like half-assed too. That's cool. Both. No, hey, so Ashley, you just, you get the sugar gliders and you give them to Devin at work before you get them home. So that way your kids don't
Never
fight
even
before.
sees them.
Because the thing is I won't fight back, obviously, because they're kids. So I'm going to get fucked up. Fuck off point. Hey, man, he's really nasty tonight. He's never like even said that to my face.
Hey, Patrick, when you go get released and is missing
From jail.
when you gonna get out on the streets?
You liking that male nurse that's helping you? My bad. I don't judge. It's 2022.
So much.
Mm-hmm. A lot to unpack there. We'll circle back and let it bake out, right?
All right, so what's going on this weekend, bro? You gotta go. You going out of town? You do anything? What you got?
Andy, you have no idea when I'm showing up.
Oh,
I'm.
shit.
You know what? If you.
Yeah, we do. It's called
Oh,
Green
you know what?
Cameras.
No. I'll tell you, I bet Misty's gonna give him a ride here.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna show up and be like, "Fuck you! Get out of my chair! Salt! Go sit in your chair, you guest host." He's like, "You're a guest here." Circle back. Patrick, we are on our way to rescue you before Trump takes you. Trump ain't gonna take him. He'd actually welcome Trump, even though he doesn't like him that much. He'd still take him over Biden.
Yeah.
Did you see the meme the other day where Biden couldn't put his own sport coat on? His wife had to do it.
No.
He literally got off the helicopter, and I don't like to make fun of old age. Okay,
Yeah.
I really don't. It's not a great thing with the.
But when you're running for
he put it on, right,
Uh-huh.
and then the rest of the jacket's hanging over here, but he's like,
hey, I've done that
and
shit
his
before,
wife,
and I'm not 90.
His wife laughed at him, like totally as she's putting it back on him, like yeah, and then like he's got his glasses right here on his mask the whole time, his sunglasses, and then all of a sudden they fall out, and he's like. Like it really does it. I mean, his wife is completely coherent, 100%, and God bless her for loving him if she really does.
Right.
God bless her for loving him if that's the truth. Me, I don't know if y'all know, but Reagan in the end years of his life, as he was starting to slip into senility at the end years of she was very much like she protected him.
Mhm.
She didn't let him go out and embarrass himself and whatnot. And the thing is like Jill does not do that. Like she doesn't take care of her husband when he's out there, like not fully mentally competent. And it's I don't know if she's there for political power. I don't know. That's not but what I see on and I know everything is skewed from a screen. I get that. But when your wife is trying to put on your jacket and she laughs, she let you struggle. Like she let him struggle over on the other side while he's looking off into God knows where the fuck he was looking at when he was doing this. That was the bad part. It was this. It was like, no, it was that way. It was the opposite way of his wife was walking. And then there was another one that came up that happened either yesterday or today, and I forget who it was. It might have been, was it Chuck Schumer? I don't know. He's shaking their hands right on stage. Mm-hmm. He shakes Joe's hand. He shakes the hand of the guy next to him. He shakes these two ladies' hands and whatnot. And he's all upbeat. And then Joe's like, as the dude turns around back to the podium to talk, Joe's still like, with his hand. I was like,
was that when he was shaking the invisible person?
No, this was just the other day.
Oh, so he did it again.
Yes. after he already has his hand shook. That's the fucked up part. See, I told you. I can see the fucking future, especially when it comes to this motherfucker.
Look who it is.
No, you come over here. Come on. No. I refuse to let you sit there.
No, that's fine.
No biscuit.
Okay.
Biscuit.
Get over here.
No, it's fine. I can. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Patrick's feeling better. He's already talking shit.
He had an IV full of drugs. That's why.
I was already talking shit. I was talking shit when.
Yeah, all through the fucking comments.
all through the
Yeah, I
fucking
was seeing it.
It
comments.
was like I had a Bills hat on here and ain't nobody say shit to me. Yeah, because
That's true. I had a Bills hat and nobody said shit to me.
You could probably have a Cowboys hat on. And probably nobody would say shit either.
Fuck
so
you,
I'll be
Andy.
honest with you. They're on the same level.
No,
So,
whatever.
Bills.
Although if
Whatever.
you wear a Stars hat, you get more comments.
Oh yeah, dude.
Compliments
I'll
and everything.
back the Stars even when they suck.
Oh,
Misty,
thank
what's
you.
up, Misty? Misty in his
You gotta.
studio.
We gotta set up his camera now.
It's up. It's up.
It's
Oh,
on.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
Let me shut up.
I was trying to get in. I was trying to get in the studio, but the drugs wouldn't let me get in.
Told you. He said fucking drugs in the fucking thing.
Excuse me. Yeah. So
Oh, because your hat.
I had. Look at that. I had two.
Damn, bro.
I had two IVs. They were taking.
What kind of drugs they give you?
They get a little bit of morphine, a little bit of fingering.
Can you spare some? Can I get some blood?
God, dude, you know what?
Keeps coursing out.
Can you spare some blood?
The thing is,
That's good.
the thing is that
That's some real drug habit
The
shit.
thing
right
is-
there, bro.
the thing is that
No wonder you called me that night. Sorry. Go ahead.
Man, talk. Jesus. Sorry.
I'm trying to fucking talk and you keep fucking running your damn mouth.
I love you.
Okay. Anyway, no, what happened was that once I got into the EMS truck, and they shut the door and everything, they went back over the symptoms that I had,
Uh-huh.
and they said, yeah, we needed to take you anyway because the symptoms that you were having with the high blood pressure. With the high blood pressure that you're not used to and everything, yeah, we needed you to take it. So it went from what they thought was,
Yeah, because it went from 170 to 140, so it dropped significantly.
yeah, but it was still high for me. But they went, but
You were high?
they went from like possibly nearing a stroke to cardiac.
You sound so relaxed. Why are you talking shit?
What?
Like, I don't understand. Why is he so mad this evening?
I'm not mad.
Comments say otherwise.
No, that's just me fucking with you, you piece of shit.
Glad to see Patrick's feeling better.
Yeah. No, seriously. I mean, I you know, Denton. I like Denton. I like that. I like.
Medical City?
Yeah, I like them over there. They're good. So
So real quick,
fuck you.
let me ask you a serious
No.
question. No, this is a real question.
No, I don't want to hear. No,
This
mm-mm.
isn't about what's going on with you. Like I want your opinion on this, okay?
I already heard it. I side with you, Andy.
No. I get that, but
Evan's independent.
let me
and
ask you
that's
this question.
good though.
I just
mean,
I
he
just
leans
want
tight.
I want a simple yes or no. I don't want elaboration, okay? So I'm gonna ask you this
Oh,
question.
my God,
Do you think the current administration
it's the worst. Yes, I do.
No.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you think the current administration is weaponizing the Justice Department and the FBI against their political?
Yes.
Bam!
Now, the thing-
Yes, it's
yes,
truth.
It's true.
yeah, whatever.
You know why?
Lies.
Because you know what?
Our new speaker was asked that question directly, and she could not answer it.
Let's circle
whatsoever.
back to what we were talking
Ooh, let's
about.
let this bake out.
No, the thing is.
I need your feedback.
So the thing is that
What is it?
why the fuck did he send Pelosi over to Taiwan to? It's like what I
Stir the
said.
bear. Or, yeah.
Poke the bear.
Wow.
Poke the bear, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, to poke the bear. China.
Like I do to him.
Which is funny
All right,
because
fine.
China,
All right, y'all talk.
you know the
No.
leader. Hold on. Just real quick.
Let-
The leader is known as Winnie the Pooh, right? Like the memes, like he can't fucking stand that shit, right? So literally, when you say poke
Right.
the bear,
I thought
there's dual meaning behind that.
Well, that's what they're trying to do because they know the midterms is coming up. They know they're going to lose midterms, right?
Oh, yeah, they
Okay,
are.
so they're
Yeah,
going
they
to lose
are.
fucking midterms. Well, when the presidency comes up, they know that they're going to lose the presidency and everything, and so
Not if Trump runs.
No,
Sorry.
fuck Trump,
Sorry, but if Trump runs, they ain't losing the presidency.
No,
That's what
fuck
sucks
Trump.
about it. But
DeSantis.
I'm saying,
What they're trying to do is they're trying to provoke China and Russia at the same time to at least fire something at us where we can where
Have
we can fire
retaliated.
something back,
because we
and then
can't change
that'll start a
presidents in the
fucking
in
war.
wartime.
And when the war starts,
Yeah, you can't
the
change
president stays
Yep.
in office, which I don't know how much longer he can stay there. So if he dies, Kamala Harris and Pelosi
or gets found
is in
mentally
charge,
incompetent.
and then we got fucking shit shift.
Yep.
And then we got fucking whoever else. No,
Willow.
Did you
Willow for
not see?
it's just a clusterfuck. That's what it is.
Did you not see fucking Kamala's smile the other day when they passed that spending act with the new 78 IRS agents and all that shit? She was up there. It wasn't Biden. It was her face up there. Like, she's starting to be more and more in front of the fucking camera. You let that war happen. Let Biden be found mentally incompetent, and let's see who the fuck get. Everybody talks about get Biden out of there, but guess what we're going to get in place of Biden?
The thing is right now is
that's the problem.
The thing is right now.
Scary.
The thing is right now is that the Republicans are trying to enact the 25th Amendment. Don't enact the 25th Amendment right now. Don't. He's only got a couple more years left.
Times of war.
Yeah.
Yep.
And don't do it because he's only got a couple years left, and that's it. You know. So
they know exactly what.
Damn,
exactly
I sound
what
like a political.
They know exactly what our tensions are with China sending her over.
Oh yeah.
And you saw China's protest against her even coming anywhere near their soil.
Well, they pissed off Japan too because they were shooting. They were launching stuff that was literally like in their maritime waters.
So were they shooting at Japan?
No, they were shooting over Taiwan, which happened to be into Japan's maritime waters.
Okay.
Of trade.
Otherwise known as Devin's mom's room.
Yeah. Didn't she end up going to fucking South Korea too?
I mean, I don't know. Ask Liz.
Hey, Liz.
Sorry, I had to lighten it up again.
South Korea.
I had to lighten it up again. By the way, Patrick, everybody's happy to see you. Ashley said, "Yay, Patrick!"
Hey,
welcome back, Patrick. Glad to see you. Well,
all I'm seeing is
I know she.
All I'm seeing is fuck off punk. Oh, that's what I wrote.
Hey, and this wasn't a bit, just so y'all know. He actually legitimately has.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, we didn't wrap his fucking arms.
I did have IVs
to get y'all to be like, "Oh, we're feeling for Patrick. Let's get an episode where he's." No, we didn't do that shit.
Yeah.
Really, I got the picture to prove EMS was out here.
No. Oh, you pulled that when it was out here?
No, I sent him a picture.
Oh, okay.
He told me, he's like, "Hey, man, don't worry about coming." And I was like,
No.
I was like, I'll send him a picture.
No, I called Lindsay, and I pulled over at a gas station, and I was waiting for response from him, and I was like, "Hey, here's what's going on. I don't know if I'm still figuring out whether we're doing this."
Right.
And then I called him. He called me, and then I was like, "Well, you know what? If we do it, we give him a shout out and let him know we're in his corner.
Well,
let
yeah.
everybody know what's going on, so they can."
Well, I appreciate that. I do. Well,
you had a lot of people praying for you.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And the thing is that I mean, if one of us is gone, well, I don't want to say it that way, but if one of us is out of town, one of us gets sick or whatever, not present.
Yeah.
We just don't do the show because one of them is not present. You just keep doing it.
Yeah, I like presence.
So that's why I said just. Well, I don't know if you heard me or not, but I said something.
Devin's doing like one headphone tonight. I think he's gonna go back to the earbuds eventually.
Well,
probably. But
I got to figure out what's going on with those earbuds. Those fucking $high ass earbuds that go in your ear canal.
So how much are these skull candies? Because they're not. I mean, they're not bass friendly, but they're nice. They're not. I get the job done.
Those
skull candies.
Dude, I've bought. Literally, I probably
need studio quality headphones every time you get on.
I do. Like I dig these. These are probably the best headphones I've ever.
Those Sonys that I bring,
yeah,
they're really good, and they only cost me $35. Like they're plug-in. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry, but
that's too bad I can't use these.
Yeah,
I know because you don't pay attention to shit when you got them in your ears.
He'll be over here going.
You know what?
I'm like, Patrick, what you head bobbing to?
Why is he leaving? Sade. Shit. Smooth operator. Yeah, Willow's getting down with it. She's like, yeah.
Chorus.
Smooth operator.
Well, he's He was down there earlier playing some music and he was singing into the microphone again.
No, I
Hell
was
yeah, that's
not.
when I'm a dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I was not singing. I did not pull a Kayla.
dude looked like a lady.
Dude, we should, all three of us, you know what I'm saying? We just pull a fucking.
So earlier, I had the little Altec Lansing little speaker hooked up to my work computer downstairs.
Yeah, you're playing 80s music, man. There was kind of like some kind of like a mix.
Yeah, it was like I was playing hip hop and I'm like, now I want to hear some 80s, so I fucking started playing 80s music. But then I realized, I go, what am I doing listening to this little tiny ass dinky ass fucking Altec Lansing speaker when I got this big ass JBL with 2 10s? So I said, fucking wheeled that thing to my
Right.
desk and I'm like, turn this bitch up and see
Yeah.
see what this thing can do.
Right.
But yeah, it sounded pretty damn good. I was only at like
She eating
a
something
quarter-
over there? Is that why Willow won't shut the fuck up?
My whiskey.
Willow, you can't have whiskey.
You got a
Willow, no
by-
whiskey.
by
you
the
got an
way-
alcoholic
By
dog.
the way,
Apparently. Look at her.
anything like you should have seen what she was doing to Alex last week, dude.
What'd she do?
She was all up in his fucking taco.
Whoa.
Anyway,
That's not cool.
Sound bite.
but no, she was over there fucking trying to snatch their food and shit, dude.
Hey, can you check the bowl in the?
I just did. It has water.
It has water.
Willow,
So she's an alcoholic.
Willow,
Whiskey.
Willow.
Okay, I just was making sure that she just.
Oh my God, you do have an.
She is legitimately.
Devin, what do you
You
do?
got an alcoholic dog, man.
What are you
That's pretty
putting in her
bad.
bowl when we're not fucking here, dude?
Patrick, what are you putting in her bowl when I'm
Willow.
at work?
I'm not doing nothing.
Willow,
I
fuck
ain't doing
off.
anything.
Fuck off.
Willow, get over
Willow,
here, you alcoholic.
Willow, you want a Xanax?
Hey, Ashley, you think I get in trouble if I brought Willow to work, put her in my office?
Probably not everybody combined, but you wouldn't. Nobody get any work
I know
done.
nobody would get any work.
No,
Yes, so
because
yes.
No,
Yeah,
because,
Like you
yeah,
bring
because
this goddamn
everybody,
cute ass dog in here again.
yeah, that's because everybody wants to stay in Devin's office because he got a dog in there.
Because of what?
A dog.
A dog. A dog.
I said a dog. I didn't say anything else.
Oh, Lizzie says she always licks my bottle and shot glasses in the hallway. Oh, so you motherfuckers are the reason why she's
I thought you-
alcoholic.
Almost.
Y'all are contributing.
That almost sounded like
It's
balls.
why she goes to sleep so fast after the show.
Right?
Bitch is drunk.
That's-
Now I know why halfway in
She's
the
straight
show.
begging for that shit, dude. That's
That-
fucking crazy.
that almost sounded like balls. What he was instead of bottles, balls.
Lindsay did put balls in the comments
She
earlier.
did, lots of them. And then she put some peaches and some boobies to try to break
Yeah,
up.
when we were talking about classified documents.
The fuck is Lindsay
She
drinking?
tried to diffuse the situation.
She didn't.
Like it's just
worked
like,
very
it's
well.
like nobody
No, it
can
didn't.
nobody can read any of my raps from high school because they're classified.
For very good reason.
I read them to Lindsay one night. And she's like, "You've always been like this. This is fucked up."
Wow.
Oh shit! Freestyle.
So how'd you
motherfucker.
like my children's book?
I mean, you didn't write one.
You just did the cover.
I just
You
did
wrote
the
a-
cover.
You wrote a title with
You know what I was
with
gonna
the
put in
same
there?
grammar you speak with. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Oh, that was...
Somebody shoot me and go to hell. I must shoot my face. Tell myself
Shoot
have a nice
myself in
day.
the face.
All
Tell myself have a nice day.
All right.
Welcome back, Patrick.
That's all right. It's all right.
You got to write a book about. I was hoping it like he.
He was waiting for the pages.
I really was, dude. I'm all.
I
Like,
should have wrote
I
one
told- hold
page.
on.
Andy is gay.
I admitted on air. I'm all about self-defecating. If I want to put my own illiteracy out there, okay,
Right.
I was all about self-defecating. I was hoping he was going to click and a page was going to open and be like,
I should have made
like-
a page. I
like
should have made a
Andy's
page.
really-
I didn't think about making
the reason Andy
a couple-
smokes unicorns is because he loves rainbows. Like I was waiting for the fucking.
The punchline.
I was waiting for the gay expertise.
You're the gay expertise,
I
gay
know.
Andy.
I know because you've educated me.
No, I haven't.
You're like, that's gay. Well, you know what it is. So maybe he knows what's gay.
What the fuck ever.
He wrote the book on it.
He wrote.
Whatever.
You are a writer.
Um, You haven't even read the script?
Glad you're okay, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
Like
Me
legitimately.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which, you want to talk about the script? Because I know you put it out there.
Want to hear about it? Here we go.
Because then we could cut this clip and then put it with the your casting call. Even my parents saw it.
People are
brought
still
it up.
hanging out with us.
What'd they say?
They're like, Patrick's writing movies and shit. I'm like, Mom, he's been sitting on it for like over a year.
Well,
couple years.
I mean, I've been sitting on it here
Well,
for
no,
a couple
I mean,
years.
for her
but
to say that, like it's not like this is the first one he's done. It's not like it's the first one y'all talked about on the fucking podcast or advertised.
right.
Like,
Right.
Mom, that's kind of what he's done. Like this.
I've been on this one. I've been on,
like, for real. Like this. Thanks, Captain Obvious.
yeah. I've been on this one. I've been on this one for 4 years.
God, has it been that long?
Are you healthy enough to take a shot or no?
Yeah, I can take a shot. I'll take a little one.
I hate the.
I'll take a little shot.
Kayla, can you rinse out one of these glasses for us in the bathroom, please?
Hey, hold on.
Come on, camera. Do it. Come over here.
Come here.
You get that one out of the bathroom?
This is
You have a
yours.
shot glass in the bathroom?
If she rinses this out, this is yours.
There's a glass in there that I'll take a shot glass. Hold on.
No, that's yours. That's not the one I drank out of. You'll be fine as long as she rinses it out. You'll be good.
Okay.
Like you care. You just had IVs. You just had needles in your veins. What are you worried
She
about?
knows the one.
Oh, look, she's Misty with the fucking save.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
By the way, we have a studio audience if you haven't figured that out yet.
We do?
Don't we
The
almost
man,
every
the man. Oh, this is the one that she got you, right? Didn't she get you?
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, that's the one that she got me. Yeah.
Hey, Misty, this is a sweet gift for your man. 100%. I mean that non-jokingly. I know it's hard. It's
speaking
hard
of,
to tell on this.
Did you see the thing that Anthony made, or did he only send it to me?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
He only
okay.
sent it to you. I don't
Okay,
see
good.
it. I don't want very much.
I think it was supposed to be a surprise.
Just pour a little bit back in.
Don't drink it all.
No, just sip it.
Just sip it.
I'll just sip it.
Do a sip when we do it.
Ashley
I'll
says,
be okay.
No, don't.
Well, I mean, it's they
Lindsay
get,
says don't mix morphine and alcohol.
No, fucking mix more. What are you talking about? Shit, you
No,
may have never
they-
done drugs? No,
They
my
are-
bad. I did not say that.
There was somebody in the studio audience.
There was
Sounded
a reason you called me.
Yeah, they only gave me
We're
5.
figuring it out now, Devin.
They only gave me 5 milligrams of morphine. It's not that much.
Shit, I'll take one.
I'll tell you one thing, man. That
They give me
feeling,
5 milligrams of morphine and 8 milligrams of Finagrin. That's not much.
Does 5 so the morphine, does it calm you down? Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Morphine calms you down.
Does it make-
Finagrin,
Does it make you itch like codeine?
no.
Does
Morphine,
codeine make you itch?
well, if you shut up and I can tell you.
I was waiting for that.
I'm line of questioning. That's all.
Okay, well, I'm
Let him
trying.
answer the first one before you
I'm
ask
trying to
tell one
answer.
more.
I'm trying to answer.
Answer all of them now.
Okay, all right. I forgot. What was the question?
5 milligrams of morphine. Okay.
Yeah, 5 milligrams of morphine.
Does it make you itch?
No.
Does codeine make you?
You can feel. You can feel the warmth. Actually, you can feel the warmth just go from one side of your body
Oh, it's
and
crazy.
just kind of.
It's the best feeling ever. I'll never
It is.
forget the kidney stone. They
The
come.
best feeling that you can ever get. Oh, God,
Okay, so how does
is 8 milligrams of Finagrin.
Oh Jesus, I haven't been this.
8 milligrams of Finagrin. Once that one drop goes into your vein,
Mhm.
it hurts like hell. It still hurts like hell, but it feels fucking great going in.
So
I'm
this is how
telling you.
drug addicts are made.
I'm telling
Welcome
you.
to the show. If anybody's just tuning in, so
Yeah,
when you say okay,
Ativan is not bad either.
the way that I will relate.
Ativan and alcohol is not bad.
So you feel you're talking about feeling it go from one side of the to the other, right? I remember when they gave it to me in my IV, and that's exactly it. Like it goes up your arm, and
Yep.
it goes to half your face. But as soon as
It just-
as soon as the other half of your face, as it's going across, thing is it like it just takes over the rest of your body, and you're like,
Yep.
every person that walks into your room, your hospital room, is an angel.
Mhm.
They have a glow on them. You see their aura,
Yeah.
and not one of them has a bad aura. Like it's so fucked
I
up.
don't know. You know what? If I was ever stuck in the hospital and I just took a morphine shot and everything, and Kayla walks in, all I'll probably see is just red.
No, you wouldn't until she
That is
started.
your favorite
and
color.
No.
horns.
You wouldn't see red until she starts singing karaoke. Then you'd be.
I'll be back. Hold on, I'll be begging somebody to shoot some air in my IV. You know,
Devin. Oh yeah, I'll never forget when the alarm goes off of the air bulbs and they have to come in. They're like,
mm-hmm.
I learned that at a young age.
Really?
Yeah, I had an IV at I think I was 8 the first time.
No. Yeah. All right. Anyway, the story. Well, it's gotten a pretty good. It's gotten a pretty good
Circulation.
Give us
it has.
it's got a good.
The movie
feedback.
Is that the
Yeah.
now, is that
Okay,
the
one
script
thing
that I saw?
if people, that's the script that you saw.
Okay, all right.
So one thing that if people are listening and they want to audition, don't put it in on my page in my timeline. Is this paid? Is this SAG? What's the SAG status? Or are we going to be paid? Yeah, you can still audition, but I can guarantee you won't get the part.
I'll tell you what. If you want
There
to
you have
send
it.
all those questions to me in place, every single one of those questions is going to be answered with your mom. Is it SAG? Your
My mom?
Your mom's SAG. No, not your
Oh,
mom. The people that's
God.
in it, like your mom SAGs. Like I'm gonna.
No.
Just send all those people to me, so you don't have to deal with them. By the
And-
way, the color of his hat is not that blue; it's actually darker.
Okay,
So, yeah.
whatever. Anyway,
Squirrel.
I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Because I'm keeping.
Dude,
No,
are
not you,
you
her.
smoking weed or what?
No, I'm keeping on par for the show. Squirrel.
Squirrel? No.
Looking at that gay ass hat. Sorry.
Hey, that one's cleaner than his 30 other ones.
Well, it is. He wears pride hats and jackets. I can't help it.
I know.
Look, the pride jacket's behind me right now.
Look at this. Fuck you. Fuck both of y'all.
Well, I guess I'm not going to be cutting this clip to put an advertisement.
No. Okay.
Fuck both of y'all.
No, so-
Frustration unlimited.
So I had a little bit of help. I had a little bit of help.
With the script or
Yeah, with the script, with
Okay.
the ending of it. Misty wrote the ending of it and everything. And of
So
course-
this is 4 years in the making then.
Yeah, this is 4
So it's-
years.
okay.
And I had a hard time coming up with the end. Devin knows I had a hard time coming up with the end.
And we came up with an awesome ending while we were driving. I'll never forget. We were in the tundra.
Yeah, I know. I remember going to fucking Nebraska. Furniture.
Furniture Mart?
Yep. We were literally on 35, crossing the over.
Is that how the movie
It's
ends?
so weird that I can remember exactly where we were, what we were driving, but I cannot for the life of you tell you what the fuck we discussed.
Because you know what? Hold on, Andy. Hold on before
I'm
you say
listening.
anything.
Okay, no problem.
Because
I got you.
I actually turned to him and said, "Are we going to remember this?" He goes, "Yeah, it's too good.
It's crazy
Too
how
good."
it's
It was
crazy how
so good.
neither of y'all smoke weed and you forgot it.
Dude, and I looked at Patrick and go, do you remember any of it? And he's like, no.
Fuck
Like,
no, I don't
He looks
remember
at me,
none of
I'm
it.
like, fuck.
Can y'all
Yeah.
can't think of any landmarks that y'all were driving by?
No, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I remember all of that.
I remember
All of that.
No, I remember driving by 7-Eleven.
I can't see your face. Your face is blurry, by the way, because of his hat.
I know. I saw that.
It's never been your camera.
I know, it's always
that.
been
It's always been
Patrick's.
that camera. Yeah, it's
Weird.
always been that camera.
Hold on,
Because
let me
I'm
try.
usually.
I'll be like,
I'm usually sitting.
okay. Sorry, Andy.
No,
Oh,
it's his. It's
Yeah, it's
his.
mine
It's
then.
his this time. Usually my hat blurs you out. Then he had to get me. He had to get me.
Is that
Hey,
it?
Max, a bitch, motherfucker.
Is that how?
You know what it is?
Is that how you do it?
You know what it is? Because you wear your hat backwards. Patrick wears it forward.
A to A to Why did we say SAV? I don't know.
I think
They were
Sav. What
driving
was Sav
past knock-
reference? What is that about?
They were driving past
Where's that come
knockouts.
Sav, that's
Yeah, you
Savannah.
put that, like, out of-
that's Savannah, Georgia.
We ain't talking about her.
I know. I was like, we never like.
That was a few conversations ago.
No, we never once mentioned anything remotely.
I did.
We see, but there was no reference to that.
Savannah.
No, we don't either. That's
It's
why
just-
we're asking.
Like
It's
maybe we
it's
say
the
crazy
city
bitches or
code
something.
for
I don't know.
Savannah. It's a city code for Savannah,
Oh,
Georgia.
Georgia.
Okay.
Savannah.
So
no,
we're
no,
talking
no.
about Savannah, Georgia. Okay.
Okay,
Yes, you are.
I
Okay.
love them when I left Savannah. Ooh, la, la.
God, I like being on morphine and finger and drinking whiskey. I'm
Man, you
fucking
should have
in
brought some for the
charge.
rest of us, man.
I'm
Fuck,
fucking
man.
charge.
Man, I'll throw that shit in the fireplace back there. We can inhale all that shit.
No, fuck that shit, man. We hang the IVs up above by the walls
Yeah,
and
give
shit.
me a motherfucking
We'll just go
grip,
ahead.
bitch.
I mean, we can go ahead and just have the girls just put the IVs in our vein. I don't trust you. I'd much rather have Misty do it. Oh shit! Why don't you go outside? Why don't you go outside? Go see somebody a fucking song.
Go karaoke somebody a song.
Yeah, but I call you a beautiful bitch. I don't. No, it's not.
Kayla.
Not to guys. It's not.
Kayla. Enhance your calm.
Take a fucking shot.
Patrick, tell him
We had this bitch understanding.
Okay, thank you.
Did it have to do with you enhancing your calm?
Yeah.
Do y'all remember?
I just wrote that
do y'all
down.
remember
as another
Demolition
t-shirt,
Man?
by the way.
Do y'all remember Demolition Man?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
With they were enhance your calm, John Spartan. Enhance your calm, Kayla.
What's our code name?
Eshete. I really want her to put an
Machete.
I want her to put an M in front of her last name. I really do.
Machete.
Every time y'all fucking put her name or tag her in something, I'm like,
Machete.
Machete.
I know. I do
I'm like,
too.
Hey, how'd you like Uncle Rico?
Machete's MAC. I'm ESC.
You know what?
Well, it doesn't
I
fucking
trumped that
matter.
shit, and I did say Trump. Machete.
So how'd you
M-E, because I said
how'd you like?
Because
So,
it's me, motherfucker.
so how'd you like? How'd you like Uncle Rico? Yesterday.
What were you doing with Uncle Rico?
Sat on his lap.
me and Missy.
Did he throw you some balls?
No.
Or maybe some peaches.
No, me and Misty.
Millions of peaches.
Me and Misty went to go see Bullet Train yesterday.
And was it good?
Yeah, it was good. Very good.
All right, so outing. We need to go see Bullet Train
Hold on.
at the Regal.
You know me. If it isn't Marvel, I don't know about it, so I got to look real quick.
Marvel sucks. DC rules.
No. As a matter of fact, DC just canceled a fucking series they spent $50 million on. Batgirl just got canceled. So don't give me that DC rules. They suck cock.
Oh, whatever.
Not literally, because they
whatever.
had they canceled a Latina woman playing Batgirl, which is really bad publicity. But you know what? Fuck DC. They suck.
Okay.
Your face.
All right.
What were we talking about? What was I gonna look up?
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train.
Yeah, thank you, Devin.
He can't.
I'm multitasking over here.
Bull.
I know how to spell bullet. Thanks.
Train. All right.
Oh yes, I want to go see this.
I'm not being hateful.
Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah, it's Brad.
Who said 6 a.m. Andy? What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. I'll be up. At least I can drive back to the house and never mind. Drive back to the house and work. Let's see.
You want me to do it?
I love both DC and Marvel. Ashley, I agree with you on a couple DCs like Christian Bale and Michael Keaton, but the rest of DCs suck dick a lot.
What are you doing? What is this here?
I was trying to go to search and do.
There is no real buy-in into their films. They don't have any real true. You can't really buy into anyone's origin story because they fuck it up so many times. I mean, even the last Batman, he was a good Batman, but he was a horrible.
Nobody's listening to you.
I was gonna put frustration.
He was a pussy Batman, pussy Bruce Wayne. Jesus, he was like emo and shit. Was depressed. Batman wasn't depressed. Maybe he was deep down, but not like that. Not like Robert Pattinson depressed. Fucking running around glistening in the sun in the woods and sucking on cock instead of blood. Vampire shit.
Oh my god. You made me
you're on Facebook.
Yeah, you made me push search too soon.
Ain't nobody make you do nothing. You're in control of your own action. You grown ass man.
Yeah. All right.
Shots.
Well, anyway, back to
Devin.
Back to the story.
Patrick's health. Thank God he's here.
Yeah. Thanks. All right.
Glad you're back, brother.
Yeah. Thanks. Me too.
Real talk.
So yeah, there it is, right there.
Where? Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy when the audience tries to remind you what time you got to be up in the morning? I don't get it.
Ashley likes DC and Marvel. Okay, we're not getting into that.
I went into that already.
Okay.
Story
All right,
that you
this-
wrote.
So the
4 years in
story.
the making.
So the story that I wrote.
God, I've got to be the one to bring everybody back. Squirrel.
So the story that
I
I
did a
wrote.
good job last week. I'm relinquishing that.
Have you read
responsibility.
it? Have you read it yet? No.
Yes, I did. I told you that.
No, you didn't. You didn't tell me that you read it.
You've never
I
sent
did. I
me
told
this.
you I read it that night.
You've never
said I
sent me
was.
this.
So did you like? So did you like the ending?
I got, like I told you, I was like, I got to reread it.
Oh, look at Lindsay's comment. She doesn't usually come at him like that.
Hey, get off my girl.
Patrick,
My
don't be
girl, get
hateful.
off her.
I'm not being hateful. Hateful for what?
Get him, Lindsay.
Oh, look at Lindsay. Fuck you.
I just want to hear you bitch. I'm gonna bitch regardless whether I'm out or not. I don't want to get up that early.
Nobody does.
Like that. That's like natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I am.
Okay. So anyway,
What's up?
so yeah, I've gotten a pretty good response from
Never let me read it.
from everybody. I can let you read it.
I mean, I got a preview.
While
Of
he
it.
talks, you watch.
What are we watching?
Bullet
This-
Train.
Oh, I already saw the preview for it.
Oh, thought you
I want to go see this. I looked it up
Oh,
and
okay.
realized what it was. Yes,
Oh,
I want to see this. I would like
That's
to
a
wait till
great
it.
story. That's a.
Yeah, Kayla, of those 3 movies, which one did you actually watch?
Oh, by the way, you see the African American character? He was in the Eternals, which is a Marvel movie. So yeah, there's that. Kiss my butt.
It's a great. That's a great movie. I would go back and go. I would go see it again.
All right, let's go this weekend.
Hey, Misty.
Blah.
Did you go see it again? Yeah.
Oh, Andy. So, by the way, remember I told you that I
Yeah,
found
she
the
said she
problem
would. I
with
guess.
the stereo.
What? Yeah.
So there, when I parked it at my parents' house and I had to do all the canopy and all that shit,
Mm,
I was in there turning the battery to fucking
auxiliary
off,
off.
or making sure it wasn't off.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, I see this fucking black wire just blah, 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 and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" I go, "Maybe this is the reason why the boat stalled out, right?" So I pull it out and I look at it and I go, "It says kicker on it." It's a negative cable for
How
the
thick is it?
4 gauge.
Okay.
It's like
For that amp, that's good.
I think it's pretty thick.
4 gauge is pretty solid for that amp. The distance it has to travel sucks.
Yeah,
But
it's the negative
yeah.
cable. Well, yeah, it's still got a lot of distance to travel. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because it's got to go all the way to the amp.
Yeah. So it should be like 1 gauge.
Does
0
the
gauge.
head unit work?
Well, I think it's all tied to that negative cable. So if we plug that
The
negative,
head unit
they
is all
get
tied
all-
to the negative
We
cable.
will find out.
So-
If for some reason the head unit's tied to the amp cable, that's not a good thing.
no,
No, it's going to short out the fucking radio.
Like, dude, the fact that there's those screws coming out to where your head could have hit them at one time,
Oh yeah, you're talking about the cab.
that
Cabin.
shows me how, like,
Okay, so there is supposed to be a panel that covers that.
I know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they cut a lot of corners with it. Like, I don't know a lot about installing on boats, but they cut a lot of corners.
Well, the fact they actually use heat shrink and then they used on that negative cable that I saw, and there's an actual fuse, inline fuse on the negative, which I was like,
That might not be a negative then. If it's a fuse, it may not be a negative, bro. You don't put a
might be right. That
you
now
don't
that I'm
put-
thinking about it, because I've
Look,
never seen a fucking fuse on a
coming from
negative.
somebody who's budget installed before.
Yeah,
If you have cable and you don't feel like spending money,
to get red.
you
Yeah.
write on your cable what it goes to, and you
Right.
put a fucking fuse in it, and you deal with what you got, dude. Copper is copper. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? As long as it's OFC, oxygen-free copper, you're good
Yeah.
to go. Now, aluminum, that's another story. If you got aluminum and you're trying to travel that distance from the battery to the amp or the head unit,
Mhm.
aluminum wiring, which is it's called copper clad aluminum,
Mhm.
CCA. That
Okay, all
Good.
this radio talk is boring me, so we need to talk about the script.
Well, are you gonna fucking talk about it or not?
No, because y'all keep interrupting me, especially this motherfucker.
we did score.
Well, I was trying to entertain him like a
he
child.
was talking about the boat. How you gonna point it? I quit. Shit. He was
Okay.
talking about the boat. I was with you until he talked about. God.
Don't spill shit on my desk or I'll wipe your face with it,
Shit.
man.
God damn it, man.
All right.
Oh,
right.
I'm
Bunch of
glad to have you
hateful
back. I'm glad to have the trio back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't leave again.
All right.
Damn it,
Fuck your health. Stay here.
all the time.
We'll put your IV in. Let me give you the drug. This man calls me for it. Calls me about the side effects. Why can't I administer them?
That is a good. That is a good one. That is a good one.
Oh, did you hear the?
How much weed can I smoke without getting where I don't think I'm gonna die or anything. All right, so are we talking about the story now or no? Or
Yes,
I'm listening.
or is Andy getting a bad text message?
He's getting a nasty gram.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, you're getting a nasty gram.
I'm reading the comments. Apparently, I got it's fuck you to me. I guess I don't know.
No, I think it's.
I don't know. Maybe she's drinking again. She gets kind of mouthy when she drinks.
Oh,
I'm setting the stage for when I get home, don't I?
Yeah, you are.
She's gonna get me.
Yeah, she's gonna get you, man.
Good thing.
I remember what you said.
It's a good thing we love
on
each
the
other.
podcast 7 weeks ago.
What did I
You
say?
said I get mouthy when I get drunk.
Oh, dude, 7 weeks ago. Try she'll quote what I said a year ago. Are you kidding me?
Women remember every fucking
You're so
thing.
right. I won't go into detail, but you're so right.
Women, they don't forget. You're
Never.
fucked. See? You're fucked.
You're fucked, bro.
See?
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, because apparently some women bring shit out of left field that has no context to anything.
I'm not fucked. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Now Andy knows what it's like to literally be impacted. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, I sure do.
Mm-hmm. See, well, it's just going to come up. You're fucked here in a minute.
Oh, it is what it is.
There you go. You're fucked, bro.
Good
Wow,
timing,
huge
Devin.
delay on
I like
YouTube.
how you pointed. You're like, blam!
And the women's brain, what? They remember everything.
Elephant brain.
And in all honesty, I'm not sure what I said for the fuck you
That
thing.
was
Like,
like 10 minutes ago, Andy. Calm down.
well, it's because the comments are like late as
That
fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't
All right, it's okay. Don't worry about
It's
it.
been sitting up there for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, what time
Didn't
is it?
notice it.
Maybe I should put the crack on.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
Script.
so this is
We're at the 3:05 mark.
Oh, God. Okay. We're at
Damn, we're at
3:05. Let's go 10
3:05.
more minutes and that's it.
Yeah, I'm good with that because I got to get up in the morning.
Yeah, me too.
At 6 a.m. So do I. I got to get up too.
And now Kayla finally has to get up at 6 a.m. About damn time, motherfucker.
You going to, you go back to the office? No.
Just 2 days a week.
Oh, okay. Anyway, the story is about a girl with 3 other personalities. Really?
So it's her personality plus 3. So it's what's the title of it?
It's called Four
For
Strangers.
So that's why, right?
Yeah, 4 Strangers.
Because 3
Took me
plus
4
1 plus
years to
3
write
plus
it.
1 is 4.
4 Year Strangers. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. And so
So give us the elevator.
I've
pitch.
had what?
Give us the elevator pitch.
So I've had people text me, call me, message me when his auditions open. They'll open when I feel like they open.
When I say your mom is available, that's when they open. When your mom calls me, I have
No,
a
I'm
shot
not
at
going to
this
say
role.
that. No, I'm not going to say that. But I had Misty help me with the ending. She came up with the ending within about, 10 or 15 minutes? 20? Okay, close enough. It was 20 minutes. Hey, do I have my vape over there? I saw you playing with it. I saw you
It's vibrator.
I saw you playing with it earlier, you fucking dumbass. Here, come on.
There you go. It's already primed for you. You like that vibration on
You're
your
an
lips.
asshole.
You put that in your asshole.
Oh God.
You know what?
I know, but I know his
Hey,
brother.
would you like to audition for the part of Jason? Andy?
Why is he a big dick? Is he an asshole?
No, not
Is
really.
he the one
but-
that's a twat waffle if you hit in the face with a
No,
frying-
because
like-
he pretty much gets his head blown off.
And Patrick would like to see that.
Patrick's the one that's my role. I
No,
get to
no,
shoot
no,
you
no,
in
no.
the
He
face.
does. No, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. I'm just fucking with you. No, but I mean, I like the ending. I like. I mean, there's been suggestions thrown at me.
Willow.
Suggestions thrown at me about changing up the ending and all that, but nope, I'm not going to change anything. I like the way
Willow.
that it is.
Get over here. Come here, girl.
Bad dog.
Come here.
Spoiled dog.
Hey, Willow, why don't you go have a drink over there with Kayla?
Willow, why don't you have some morphine? Oh, wait. Wrong show.
Are you gonna tell us?
Peter's about to be on you right now because of what I said.
Are you gonna tell us the Cliff
Yeah.
Notes version elevator pitch, so that we can use this or not?
Are
You're an
you
asshole.
going to give the Cliff Notes version?
He doesn't even know. Hey, Misty, do you know the story? Can you tell us?
We're interested to know. Inquiring minds are asking.
Hey, come over here and tell us the story, Misty.
No, I've heard enough of the story.
What?
Damn.
She's tired.
She said no.
That's all I've been thinking about.
Sit.
She said drink.
My story.
She said drink your drink,
Sit.
calm down. It's been a long night.
Enjoy your morphine and shut the fuck up. That's what she said. Get off
Damn, I don't know if she
And
said
get off what?
Get off the air. It's 10 o'clock.
Get off the air. It's 10 o'clock.
Oh, it's bedtime, Pat. It's about bedtime.
Yeah, it's your bedtime. 10:30. Boss has spoken.
Oh my goodness.
The bosses have spoken.
Ashley says, according to Steve Harvey, I have the brain of a man.
See, Ashley wants to know the story too.
Who Ashley does?
It's a story. He said it's a story about a woman.
It's a story
with
about a woman.
3
It's-
personalities. So technically, it's
Yeah, it's
four
about it.
strangers.
Yeah, it's a story about.
I
four-
saw a snippet of the script put on by an
Ye-
actress, an aspiring actress.
Oh yeah.
There was one part that lackluster, but the person that held the other role was actually very convincing and really fucked up. I don't know
Well,
if she's been through some
she-
shit in her life, but she
she-
sure tapped into something.
Yes, you did.
No, she
And it
can't.
was like she very natural, and she went through all 4 personalities in that scene. Yes.
She went through
Oh,
3.
3?
She didn't go through. No, she only went through 2
Oh, but either
because
way, they were pretty convincing.
because she came in as Mickey, and then she ended up being the other 2.
And the word twat waffle was in the script. That was cool.
Yeah,
Because
twat waffle,
we've
ass
used that-
hat.
We've used that several times on the show before, and ass hat, usually out of your mouth. He said it, but it came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
He said it a couple times, but you wrote it down.
Mm.
And you're like, I'm gonna put this in a motherfucking story.
But no, we'll work on some. We work on some of that later on and everything.
Oh shit! You know who
On the
just tuned in?
Elevator.
Fucking Gary.
Gary.
Gary fucking Lee, bro. Like fucking Gary.
What's up, Gary?
God damn. Watch, he probably won't even come. I don't even know this. Do this old social media stuff, bro. Man,
Hey, Gary, you still rolling around the caddy?
you want to talk about a fucking? Let's not get. We can't talk about anything political with him on here. He'll be like, Trump.
When's
No,
the last time you talked to Gary?
Homie, we're DeSantis now.
When's the last time you talked to
Him
Gary?
and I talked to him off and on social media. Last time I saw him, he came by with some cat. He drove down here to pick up a Pontiac. You know, Gary and his cars.
Yeah, I know.
Pontiac was discontinued.
Pontiac what? Don't tell me it's an Aztec.
No, it was
Please,
a
dear
fucking
God.
V8, dude. It was a not a GTO, a G8.
G8.
It was a G8. Sounded pretty mean. I ain't gonna lie when he brought it by, but or maybe he was driving a Pontiac G8. I don't remember. I don't fucking recall. Short-term memory will not allow me to recall that. Gary, speak up and tell me what the fuck you brought by my house that one night. Lindsay was there. She met you and your Florida homie, or not Florida homie. Maybe it was Georgia. I don't remember. I don't remember what state it was, but Gary, with all due respect, man, that was like he was like surfer.
And he means
He
with
just
all
had
due
a very,
respect
like,
because
he was
it's in
not-
the Geneva Convention.
No, because I don't want to call people like dumb, but he was very flighty, very surfer-esque. Whoa, like
Bruh.
you know, like I was righteous on that wave and I caught that tube, you know, but all was too
What?
blur. Willow, why do you want to be over here hanging out with me? All right, peeps.
Yeah.
Gary, you gonna speak up or not? Or are we gonna have to close it out without you saying anything, man? First night you tune in and you don't say anything.
Yeah, at least say hi.
I'll have something next week for
Gary.
Poor Strangers.
Say something.
Yeah, write down like a cliff.
As many times as we had to endure you with Amy.
Oh, God.
Hello. You might.
I
as
was
well
going to do
speak
that
up.
today, but you know. All right.
You can't remember your own script to be able to tell the Cliff Notes version? It's okay.
At the hospital.
I know. I said it's okay. I understand.
All right. Well,
All right.
Gary's not gonna say hello.
He ain't gonna
He
say
doesn't
nothing.
like us. So
He ain't
It's
gonna
all
say
good.
anything.
if you met him, you'd be laughing with us.
Gary, if you're ever in town, we'll pull you in the studio.
Yeah, I'm sure you got a lot
Ah,
to say.
damn.
I'm sure, dude, that guy's got some stories.
I'm sure we'd make a great political episode,
Oh,
and we
God.
pissed a lot of people off.
All right. Well,
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay
it's been
tuned.
fun.
Patrick will eventually enlighten the audience about what the story entails,
Mhm.
besides the fact that it's
We've given a little bit. We've given a teaser.
this is a,
Oh
that's
yeah,
not
hey,
even like a
and
teaser.
and
like,
don't forget about the cabins out in Arkansas, Lone Cedar cabins for Dawn and Gabe. They're nice.
hey, and maybe, just maybe, we'll schedule a Frustration Unlimited outing out at the cabins.
Let's see. We could live from there.
No, we can't.
Do they not have fucking Wi-Fi?
Fuck
They don't
no,
have
man.
Wi-Fi?
Dude,
they got
Fuck, man.
nothing out.
We got hotspots.
No, we don't.
You can't even get the cell phone reception.
Nope.
No Wi-Fi.
Nope.
Then
We learned the hard way when
so we just got to tell the audience show up or don't. Like, hope you find the address.
Well, no, you're
Well, you can go about 2 or 3 miles down the road to the corner store. Right
And
before,
then get Wi-Fi.
yeah, and you get cell
that's
phone.
actually yeah.
You get cell phone.
Are we gonna broadcast from the gas station?
We can broadcast from the gas station. It'll probably let us
Broadcast
do it.
coming to you live from Bucky's.
No, what we'll do is
It
we'll
ain't no
take all the
fucking
clips.
Bucky's.
We'll take all the clips. We can do a pre-recorded. So we can take all the clips and then put them on here and then just run it.
Right.
So that way,
Meanwhile, we're out at a campfire chilling.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we can schedule it to go out. So that way,
Don't let it.
Look,
Don't
we're
let us come
here.
out
Show
there.
up or
Don't
don't.
let us come out there for a weekend. They will.
well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. We'll get some of our studio audience. We'll set up a event page, and then we'll see who's interested in coming, and then we'll book it and do all that.
All right.
Awesome.
Well,
Outing. A little thank you to our studio audience
I get my
and our
own.
audience.
I get my own trailer. So.
Okay.
All right, Pete.
Like I did
Let's
last time.
call it an evening.
Do what?
So I can get on the road.
Do what?
I say I don't need no stinking trailer.
That's my trailer.
I like trailers. They let me know
Trash.
what a movie's about. But anyways,
Yes, me too.
but they also
Trash.
carry boats too, so that's cool too.
Trash.
Anyway,
All right. I'm out. I'm done. I'm out. See ya.
Go night night. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't liked, subscribed, and turned on your notifications, do so right meow.
word and like a deaf kid playing musical chairs.
He's
We
dumb. And...
are out.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, everybody. Love you long time, and I'll catch you next Wednesday.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
All right.